Prefer when I'm by myself. I don't wanna hang around y'all. Pray for good.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Combat Sports Weekly Live. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Coach Franco Rulloda. I need everyone's help. Okay ba yung audio ko? Wala pa yung mga ano eh. Hahabol daw si Tito JC. May kailangan lang gawin. Okay? So, is my audio okay? I put it in the comment section, okay? I need to know if you can hear me. I need to know if you can hear me. Kasi last time, nagka-problema kami ng audio. Clear audio. Yes, thank you, Eric Abisamis. Okay, everybody, welcome. Okay. Earl, hindi ito yung lumang mic pa rin to. Lumang mic. Gumana siya bigla. Siguro natakot nung sinabi kong papalitan ko siya. Di ba? Nung sinabi kong papalitan ko siya, biglang gumana, nagulat ako. Takot talaga ako last week. Kasi that's the main reason why we started late, like every time. Like, okay, may konting delay. Oh man, damn it. Thank you, Carlo. Okay, everybody, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. So Coach Franco Rulloda on Facebook, Coach Franco Rulloda on YouTube as well. So Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, please follow the page. Kasi you have to follow the page para you will get notified pag nag-live. Kasi minsan, I'm like, come on, man. Like I don't understand what the hell's wrong with other people. Di ko alam, parang asara na lang ba talaga to? Or no, pero it's not showing on their feeds, or people are reporting the show. Then on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Now, if you're on Facebook, send us your stars. Okay? Medyo naayos ko na siya. Nandun na siya sa pinakamababang tier lang siya. Don't go cheap on me because I love you all. And then on YouTube, you can join the community. Click join, yung community tab. Join the community. You can also send us your super chats and your super thanks. We're gonna talk a lot of things that happened here in Combat Sports Weekly. Marami tayong pag-uusapan. Pero first, as always, admin work muna tayo. Medyo going solo muna ako. Hinihintay ko pa si Tito JC. Meron na siyang tinatapos. So please, everybody help me out here. Please share this live discussion so that a lot of people can learn, and at the same time, yung mga gustong makichismis, medyo updated tayo sa mga ganap. Okay, ayan, alam niyo naman kami, in the service of the Filipino people. Ayan, gusto nila kasi share sa mga nila para raw alam din nila. So sabi ko, okay. Okay po. So ayan, share muna tayo. Grabe, no? Ang dami na. Prof Franco, ano po? Handle niyo. So, teka lang ah. Wala akong OnlyFans. Pag meron nag-claim na nag-OnlyFans ako, wala akong OnlyFans, okay? Tumo si Kuya Alfred. Di ako pang OnlyFans. What's up, Red Samson? All the way in the north, okay, over limit Tarlac. Admin work muna tayo. Tulungan niyo muna ako. Okay, mag-ano muna tayo. Medyo, there are a lot of things that happened. A lot of movement in, thank you, Red. Thank you, Coach Red. A lot of things that happened. Yan. Maraming updates sa boxing, sa MMA. I'm like, wow. So we have to make sure na everyone's updated. And then of course the upcoming events, kung ano yung mga so there's a lot. So there's what do you call this? Dumao, Mariana's Open, which is under Dumao, is gonna happen August 5. and then URCC August 8. And then there are other boxing events din na alam ko meron yan eh. May list ako niyan eh. Ano muna tayo, nag-admin work lang muna tayo ng konti mga kaibigan. So make sure that you so many things that's happening here. So many daming ganap. Tapos nako, pag-uusapan din natin yung mga yung mga mainit na topics nung weekend. Nung ano nga, dami nga nag-message sa akin kung pag-uusapan daw ba yung medyo mainit, lalo na yung medyo nakakatawang mainit, lalong-lalo na sa jiu-jitsu community. Sabi ko, pag-usapan natin yan. Kasi it's connected to what Chief said nung nag-guest siya sa amin when we did that special episode sa Dojo Garage. Now, marami nag-message. Thank you so much. Marami, ako hindi ko rin alam. This is just a show for the community talaga. Yung mga nag-i-inquire po na gumawa rin kami ng show sa kanilang establishment, sa kanilang lugar. Minsan natutuwa ako, meron pa eh. Yung isa parang I get yung yung common working area, yung open workspace. Fuck. Ano tawag doon? Co-working space. Yung iba nakakatuwa, there's like a milk tea shop, and there's like a barber shop. Sabi ko, teka lang. Alam niyo naman siguro kung pinag-uusapan namin dito. Sabi, hindi, natutuwa raw sila. So maraming salamat po, na-appreciate ko yun. So message nyo lang ako. We're gonna fix the schedules. Kasi also, July 23, pauwian. That's the event of Yaoyan Buhawi. And then, as far as I know, I think it's still ongoing. There's like an all-women's event happening. All-women's event, all-women's sports, all-women's indoor sports plus Paralympics. Not sure kung kasama yung Paralympics. Pero indoor, all-women's sport. Narinig ko rin yun. Nakita ko rin. So, let's get to that. Ayan. So, everybody. Okay. Everybody, are we done sharing? Please share. Let's go to the comment section. Earl, what's up? Thank you, Earl. What's up, champ? Mr. Hoffman. Medyo may delay yung paglabas ng mga nung comments. Anyway, it's probably internet. It's internet problems. Yo, Hoff, kamusta yung picture with Cyborg? It just so happened that Chris Cyborg is also in Switzerland. Nakita ko nag-picture si Hoffman with Cyborg. Kasi how big is that guy? Di ba? Di ba? What's up, Earl? And I saw a photo of Chavit with Charlie Suarez. So talagang this is good for Charlie Suarez's career. I love it. I love it. Ayan, present. Present Bernard. What's up? Thank you. Everybody on YouTube, please join the community tab. Para makita ko yung mga lumabas kaagad yung mga yung mga comments nyo. Kasi syempre yung medyo yung interface ko, it's halong Facebook and YouTube. So if you want me to see your comments right away, please join the community tab or gamitin niyo stars and super chat, super thanks. Coach Alexis is missing nasa. I have no idea. Hindi ko. Ang alam ko as far as I know, they're nagda-diversify na si URCC. So parang magkahiwalay na yung MMA, bare knuckle, slap, tsaka vloggers. So I'm not sure. Baka gagawa sila na sariling channel doon tapos si Kabakal nandun. Okay. So yun lang alam ko na na latest development. Khalid! What is up, my brother? Yung ating may utang pa pala akong Bicol. Hindi, tama, Bicol region yun, di ba? Naga trip. Okay, Naga seminar, yes. Ayusin natin yan this year. I want to get all the promises I made. I want to make sure I do everything this year para lalong-lalo na dyan, matagal na pinag-usapan yan. What's up, Tito Pocholo? Let's go! Harvey Ilianan, shout out from Beyond Kick, K1 Grand Prix, Ryokugan 2023 is tomorrow. That's a kickboxing promotion and a kickboxing na event. So please watch that tomorrow, okay? Oh, ano nangyari dun? Ba't biglang grabe, wag naman gano'n. Kaka-live pa lang. Wala pa tayong pinag-uusapan, wala pa. Bumubuelo pa lang tayo. Kaya ganyan. Grabe yung sinabi ni Chief. Yes, the previous episode, grabe yun. Ako siyempre, I don't know, yung episode na yun, pag nakita yung mukha ko parang, ay, oy, oy, oy. Pero si Chief talaga is just really passionate about the growth of jiu-jitsu and MMA and other combat sports dito sa Pilipinas. Talagang his heart is in the right place. Kaya rin talagang at the end of the day, di ba? May problema ka, di palagan mo siya, di ba? Palagan mo, tignan natin kung ano mangyayari sa iyo, di ba? Ano to? Teka lang. Grabe naman to. Uy, ba't tayo lumabas? What the hell? Ayan, from Franco, sino po most decorated blue belt na heavyweight sa Pilipinas? As far as I know, in my lifetime, it's Chris Hoffman when he was a blue belt. Also you, Alfred. Yan, ikaw, si Alfred. Yan, yung nag-comment. Yan, one of the most decorated blue belts in the heavyweight division. Kasi legitimately na gano. Vincent Pajaro is also when he was in blue belt, very decorated na accomplished blue belt competitor. Sino pa ba? Si Patrick Lobaton, si Jack Ferrer. Yan yung mga and these are people from my team and other teams, mga kumakain ng ano. Yes, Marianas Open is gonna happen this August. It's gonna first time. So sulitin niyo yan, yung mga I mean, if you win, 'di ba? Ticket, flight, accommodation and entry fee sa sa what do you call this? Sa Marianas Open sa Guam. So take advantage of that, 'di ba? Dati dito lang, local lang, tapos ngayon, 'di ba? There's an opportunity for you to compete abroad. Teka lang, nasaan na ba 'yun? Naayos ko pa 'yan, Ayan, JC, ang laking mic na hindi, ito yung mic na ginagamit ko talaga. Ito talaga yung mic na ginagamit ko. Siguro natatago lang sa frame before. JC's gonna follow. Meron lang siya tinatapos sa work niya. I just saw a short, bald guy na mas wider than I am. Usually, that is only you. Hoy! Excuse me! Si Idol pala. He has a school here. Okay, so Cyborg Arbreo is in Switzerland, so he has a school there. That's nice. Kimbert Alentoson, what's up? Bakit what the hell? Parang naglolo ko yung comment section. Huwag ganyan. Wala pa. What's up, Kimber Talentoson? How's training in the new camp? Kamusta yung training sa bagong camp? Okay, Kit Carlos, what's up? Tito Earl Victa? Nagtitimpla pa ng kape. What's up, Michael Dulnuan? Oh, wow. Okay ito, August, King of the North MMA, 16 fighters, only one winner. October, King of the Fight Boxing Grand Prix at 145 pounds. That's going to be interesting. Okay. Hey, what's up, MJ Bautista? How are you doing? Parang may delay yung pag-aano nung Ayan, may delay. Mga taing to. Ayan, naglalag daw ako. What the hell? It's probably internet problems to. Ganda na short clips na pinopost nyo na kasama si Chief. Yes, kasi it's a long episode, so I'm trying my best to do short clips para yung para direct to the point na para syempre para mas mapadali yung buhay nyo. So if you're on Facebook, follow us on the Facebook page, Coach Franco Rulloda. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and share the content. Okay? Please share the content so that lahat ng tao mapapanood, makikita, matututunan yung mga sinabi ni Chief during that episode. Sino yung fake black belt mention mo sa edit? This one. Okay, this one got exposed na. Okay, this one got exposed as in medyo naging viral siya worldwide. Si Reyes ko jiu-jitsu to. Then apparently si JC nakita niya, may Reyes ko BJJ and MMA pa rin sa Bicol. I mean, it's nakakaawa yung mga students nun. So that one got exposed. It even reached like BJJ EE. Yung ganung levels kasi nga nagka-confirma ng lineage. And then dito sa habang lumalaki kasi yung jiu-jitsu community, yung MMA community, there are a lot of people getting promoted to black belts. Then there are black belts kasi na nagmamadaling ma-promote, gustong-gusto nila ma-promote. Yung iba kasi ganun yun eh. Parang ako I always tell my students, never be a belt chaser. Never chase the belt. Kasi if you're chasing the belt, nawawala yung development. Dapat ang focus mo palagi is development. You have to constantly improve. You have to develop every day. Ang purpose ng training is to develop. Yung belt, yung ranking is a byproduct of your training. Is a byproduct of your development. But there are people kasi who chase belts kasi it helps bloat their ego. It helps it parang added siya na. Lalong-lalo na yung mga clout chasers, yan eh. Para masabi nila blue belt ako, purple belt ako, black belt ako, kaya nagmamadali sila. Ako, I never rush my black belt. I don't want to be a black belt because wala eh. Parang feeling mo, ang dami mo pang dapat matutunan. Ngayon nga, tangang-tanga pa rin ako and I always seek guidance with Chief na sometimes I feel lost. A lot of times I feel lost. Pero buti na lang I'm surrounded by my senior black belts and they always provide guidance. Kaya nagtataka talaga ako why some people they rush their promotions kasi yun eh. Tama yung sinabi rin ni Chief before we were having this was a conversation before. Sabi niya, you know what? The belt is nothing. Okay, the belt the higher rank you get, the more it exposes who you really are. Na habang napo-promote ka, lalabas at lalabas yung tunay mong ego. Ang dami kong kilala na nung na-promote or umangat yung level, naging mas mayabang, mas naging cloud chaser, mas parang yung entire being nila is on the belt na lang. Na parang, okay, purple belt ako, okay, brown belt ako, okay, black belt ako. Parang yun na yun. Yun na yung identity nila. Wala na silang ibang identity. Wala na, yun na yun, yung black belt na yun. They're banking on the rank so that people will probably recognize them or respect them, or they probably think that they'll get some street cred out of a damn ranking. The end of the day, outside our niche, outside our community, di ba? Puta kang club, di ba? May makukuha ka bang chicks dyan, sabihin mo, actually, purple belt ako sa jiu-jitsu. Parang siguro bigyan ka lang ng blank stare ng babae. Pagka ginawa mo yun, di ba? So parang it's I don't know. It's a very it's good that he discussed that kasi there are so many lessons that we can all learn from. Thoughts on the Tiger Muay Thai camp being created in Bohol? Ako, as long as there are more gyms, that's good. That's good for the community. It simply means na maraming what do you call this? Maraming naiengganyo mag-martial arts. There are a lot of people getting into combat sports. That's good. That's good for the community. It's also good for the coaches. It's also good for the fighters kasi it's employment opportunity. It's a way for them to earn money. Pero mo, when you do that, kailangan mo ng jiu-jitsu coach, kailangan mo ng boxing coach, kailangan mo ng Muay Thai coach. 'Di ba? So it helps the community. At the same time, when you're in the Bohol suddenly becomes another destination spot. The same with La Union. I believe, I'm not sure. I think meron ding ginagawa sa Palawan. And then I'm not sure if parang I've heard of 2 MMA gyms sa Boracay. I'm not sure if they're still open. Pero we're slowly becoming that, 'di ba? We're slowly becoming destination jiu-jitsu, destination MMA, destination martial arts na gym. So ikaw rin naman kung nasa beach ka or nagbakasyon ka, you wanna sneak in a training session, at least there's an avenue for you to do it. Jeremy Cavasis, name dropping ng McDojo at mga salita. Ewan ko, wala, man. Mahirap yan. Maraming McDojo dito. Pagka siguro, gagawa ko ng pag dumami tayo dun sa exclusive community yan, pwede kong gawin yan. Basta wala magre-record, pag-usapan natin yan. May ko influence. Knowledge improvement. Tama. I know someone's covered and humingi ng brown belt. Pag-usapan natin yan mamaya. Yan. Ba't ang bagal nung parang naglalag yung comment section, no? I've heard and read stories about people who can go with those with higher belts. That's true. I even heard stories that yes, there are some schools talaga that use promotion to retain students. Okay, that retain students para hindi lumipat, hindi umalis, para madagdagan. Belts really matter. Do belts really matter for me? Yes. Okay, it's a sign of progression, it's a sign of improvement, it's a sign of discipline, of time spent training a particular martial art. Wala na. Nawawala. Oh no! What the hell? Mga gago kayo Pag may nagre-report talaga, Mr. Meta. Nasign na si Charlie Suarez sa top rank. That is true. Very excited for that. Pero wala pa kayong Charlie Suarez is doing the rounds kasi. I don't want to disrupt that. And at the same time, he's fighting in August. So I want him to focus. I'm really supportive of the guy. I want him to focus on the training camp. I'll ask kung siguro bago sila pumuntang States, pilitin natin magkaroon ng one-on-one interview with Charlie, with the great Charlie Suarez. Okay? Ayan naglalag talaga. Yan, ayan ang bagal. Parang parang okay. FCP in Palawan. Yon, parang AKA Thailand. Okay. St. Ives, thank you for this. I just don't know kung ano ibig sabihin ng FCP. Pero, yeah, tama, Palawan. Harvey Liana, do you think the Philippines could have some K1 champions or at least contenders in the future? Definitely. Especially with the arrival of TNT Fight, TNT Promotions, professional na kickboxing fit yon. So, sana matuloy yon. Okay. Skills before higher belt. Yes, Michael Dunuan. Okay. There are a lot of things that happen in boxing as well. So, nakakatuwa na blow by blow. Okay, blow by blow boxing bumabalik na and they're mounting more events. I like the fact that boxing is thriving. It survived the pandemic. There were some pocket events in the provinces. I did some of them for Elorde and VSP Promotions. Now, tsaka yung blow by blow, super classic, di ba? Classic blow by blow. I mean, huwag na tayo lumayo. Si Manny Pacquiao lumaban dyan, di ba? And Manny Pacquiao took the initiative para buhayin ulit si blow by blow. And then they recently held their event. The main event, doon tayo sa main event. Okay, so Noli Tuazon Maquilian, okay, is now the new Philippine Boxing Federation bantamweight champion after defeating Perjon Alipio via 7th round TKO. So this is all happening sa blow by blow. And then what else? Let's see. Of course, we're very excited for Nonito Donaires' upcoming fight against Alexandro Santiago. pero teka lang, we'll discuss that in a bit. Pero other boxing updates. So you got that, and then this is from Real Fight PH, Kumongbol Anon. Okay, this is event sa Bohol to eh. Alam ko yung Kumongbol Anon. So they're on their 11th, okay, 11th fight na, 11th promotions na. So 11th event na nila to. So the main event, okay, is Angelo. Ba't naman kasi pangalan nito? Okay. Angelo Pinoy Ali Dalugdog versus Hugh Longchi for the WBF Asia Pacific Flyweight Championship. WBF, World Boxing Foundation, is another organization na nag-handout ng belts. So we're producing a lot of WBF local champions, so that's good. So this is happening July 22 in Tagbilaran City, Bohol. So ano yan? PMI ba to? Tingnan natin. Oh yes, PMI. Tama. Yan, tama. So Kumongbol Anon. So PMI Boxing Bohol, another local boxing promotion that's helping the Filipino boxing community. They're also doing event. Yan, yung mga provincial suportahan natin yan. So Sandman, PMI Bohol, we also got VSP Promotions, we got Elorde Promotions, ano pa ba? Olivetti. The Olivetti camp is also doing their own events. So, di ba nakakatawa? ARQ. Nawawala ako minsan doon eh. Yung sa Cebu din naman yan eh. And then Camp Kumbati. Okay? Huge shout out to Camp Kumbati, the people of Cebu. Okay? Omega Boxing Promotions. And then of course, congratulations to Mark Jan Yap. Okay, Mark Jan Yap fought in Vietnam and then he won TKO to eh. Teka lang. Nasaan na yun? Ayun. Okay. Third round stoppage, Mark Jan Yap. Okay, under VSP Promotions. One of the things that's really inspiring about Mark Jan Yap is he was para steady yung career trajectory nanalo, fluctuating, panalo talo. Then he had a streak. He was training in Cebu, then he fought Charlie Suarez, and then he lost to Charlie Suarez. Pero he was inspired by that loss. Nung natalo siya kay Charlie Suarez, parang doon niya na-realize na okay, may level pa palang iaangat. Minsan ganun eh. Kailangan mong matalo or kailangan mong matalo sa isang sobrang galing na tao. So yung pagkatalo ni Mark Jan Yap, nakita niya na, okay, ito yung level na kailangan ko habulin. Ito yung level, yung level ni Charlie Suarez habulin ko. Then he transferred to the Elorde Stadium under the guidance of the Elorde program, nag-improve, sunod-sunod yung panalo. Siyempre, sino pa naman yung mga training partners mo doon? You got John Estrada, you have Arnel Baconaje, Charlie Suarez will stop by. Tapos, sino pa ba yung mga lumalaban? Then under VSP Promotions, you have a staple of really good boxers. So, syempre, nandun sila Kenneth Llover, sila Pabustan, sino pa ba? Marami magaling na local boxers yan. Sila James Martin, 'di ba? Ronnie, yung pool na 'yon sa organization na 'yon, 'di ba? Gino Rodrigo, 'di ba? These are very very talented people that have good work ethic. Umangat yung level niya. Then he got flown to VSP gym sa Vietnam. Then he fought there. Ang galing. So far parang 2 outings in Vietnam na ni Mark Jan Yap na nananalo siya. So I'm very happy for that guy. Very happy that he's winning and he's improving. Nasaan na yun? Oh, yun. Oo nga. Tama. Okay, and of course, via Baby Dynamite Sports, happy birthday to Coach Julio Agalatio. And happy birthday! Speaking of Gino Rodrigo, happy birthday, Gino Rodrigo. Anak lang ko, ito yung birthday pala ni Gino. Birthday din pala. O, ayan. So, teka lang. Asan si Tito JC? Okay. Lester Del Rosario. Ayan, yan ang ating ano natin. So, puntahan natin ngayon to. Habang hinihintay natin si Tito JC, puntahan natin ngayon to. Balik tayo doon sa isang so kung buwelo yun eh. Yung ano ni Kuya Alfred eh. Anak ng weteng. When it comes to belt chasing and promotions, ito rin yun. Yung mga nasa ano, okay? Yung mga shoutouts. Hoy, hindi Tigil ka dyan. Tigil ka dyan. Hindi, si Tito JC meron lang daw siya kailangan So habang wala si Tito JC, magchismisan muna tayo. So this is in connection with what Chief said. So that episode was like 2 episodes ago, 3 episodes ago. Kasi nga, especially pag nagte-training tayo ng jiu-jitsu, 'di ba? Nagte-training tayo ng grappling, kailangan matuto ka muna ng fundamentals. Kailangan muna matutunan mo kung ano yung basics, 'di ba? Pero meron talagang isang namumukod tanging tao talaga from within the community. Sinusukan na siya ng ibang team, lumilipat siya ng iba't ibang team. So ang gagawin niya ngayon, palipat-lipat siya ng team kasi titignan niya kung saan siya ipopromote. Titignan niya kung saan siya ipopromote, saan siya pagbibigyan, 'di ba? Teka lang, tingnan muna natin. I think joining us, of course, is our fellow Titos of Fighting, Reyes of Destroy.
Malabo ba ako? Wait lang, malabo.
Ayan. Hindi, ayan, nakita ka namin.
Ayan yan, nakalang malabo ako.
Ayan, pinagchichismisan muna namin yan. Sakto. Ayan, nakarinig na ng chismis si Tito JC. So, anuhin na natin. Hindi ko nga alam eh. Parang may lag ng konti eh.
Meron?
Ayan. Ayan. Medyo malinaw na. Ayan, malinaw na. Ayan. So, nag-usapan namin yun nga. Medyo naging mainit na dun sa jiu-jitsu community na lalo. Kasi, merong namumukod tanging figure ngayon. Okay? Namumukod tanging figure ngayon na nahahalata na yung modus niya eh. Nahahalata na talaga yung modus niya. Nung umpisa parang, etong taong to, Tito JC, hindi ko to nag-training pa sa DefTac to before. Lumipat pa to sa DefTac. Sinukat to ng ibang team. Sumipat siya sa DefTac kasi meron siyang kaibigan. So, okay, testingin muna natin. So, parang probationary siya. Pero hindi pumasa eh. Hindi pumasa. Pinalayas din talaga kasi sablay eh. Sablay talaga eh. Di ba? Oy! What's up?
Hey, what's up,
lang.
Jade?
Yan.
Baka
Medyo
magkamali na naman
ang comments. Ayun what's up, Jade? Tita Jade, what's up? Malapit na mga anak yan. Huwag kang titingin ng pangit, okay? Huwag kang tumingin sa pangit. Okay? So ngayon, kung namumukod tanging mokong na to, ang style nito, yung bukod sa cloud chasing, ang hindi ko maintindihan, tong taong to, hindi niya ba alam na may internet na? Hindi niya ba alam na pwedeng i-verify lahat ng kiniklaim mo? Diba? Ganun ka ba katanga? Diba? But at the same time, doon mo rin makikita na at the age of the internet, marami pa rin nauuto. Okay? Marami pa rin nauuto. So, ngayon, itong taong to, heavy, hindi ko alam eh, cheeseburger division din ata to eh. No, Mamoy? Cheeseburger division ata to eh. So, ang style niya, sasali siya sa mga tournaments. Tapos, nangongolekta lang siya ng medal. So, dahil cheeseburger division nga siya, normally naman pag heavyweight division, ultra heavyweight, or super heavyweight, konti lang yan. It's either konti lang yan or walang tao. So, instant medal kagad talaga yun. Pag doon ka talaga sa pinakatuktok, yung tipong Chubaboy division, yung samgyupsal, yung samgyupan levels, okay? Konti lang yon. So, ang ginagawa nito, alam mo kasi, hindi lang naman siya ang gumagawa nito. Maraming medal chasers na ganyan ginagawa. titingin sa mga tournament, titignan nila kung ano yung bracket na wala masyadong tao. Doon sila sasali para instant medal. Tawag namin dyan yung mga insta medal chasers yan.
Yung mga wala kang kasama sa division, matic
kasi
gold
ang
ka na.
Oo. Hindi, gagawin nila. So it's either matic gold or matic silver. So pag dalawa kayo, matic silver yun di ba? So ang gagawin nila ngayon, titignan nila yung hindi, syempre at the end of the day, medal yun di ba? Mapopost mo may medal ka. You will still go down in the record books na nag-medal ka doon, nag-champion ka. Diba? Walang ano doon, diba? On paper, champion ka. Pero syempre, sa mundo natin, sa combat sports, may credibility Kailangan may credibility. Kailangan meron kang, diba? Kumbaga, sa community natin, may street cred ka, diba? So ngayon, may mga ganyan, hindi lang naman siya gumagawa niyan. Ang problema kasi, itong taong to, Tito JC, talamak. Yung iba kasi, alam mo talaga style nila yon. Ako, admittedly, nung panahon ko, ang daming ganyan. Pag mga international, di ba, hindi sila sumasali kasi lalo na sa division ko, ilan kami, minsan yung bracket, 2 pages.
Yung mga lower divisions, madami.
Ubusan kami. Oo, yan, ubusan kami. So, ang gagawin nila ngayon ay hindi sila sasali dyan. Ang gagawin nila, ano yung next weight division or the next
magpapabigat sila,
next two weight categories. Papabigat o kaya hindi sila sasali. Tapos pag merong maliit, kasi normally pag malaking international tournament, magkakaroon ng local yan. Okay? Tapos dahil pagod pa yung mga tao, hindi nila sasalihan yung local na susunod. So, konti lang entries nun. Gagawin ng iba, dun sila sasali. Gets? So, for example, dati. So, gagawin nila, International Open, tapos Pan-Asians, after Pan-Asians, Nationals, or merong isang pocket tournament, yan, yung mga friendship games. Diba? Gagawin nila ngayon, dahil pagod yung mga tao dun sa malalaki, sa International Open, sa Pan-Asians. This was like 2000s, 90s. Mga 2000s, yan. Ang diskarte ngayon, sali ka doon sa susunod. Kasi sigurado, konti lang entries doon, sure medal ka. Tapos, pag nanalo kang sure medal, ayan, post ka ngayon, social media, di ba? Damn, ayan, bam, di ba? Kasi either way, still get a medal, di ba? So ngayon, may mga ganyan. Pero subtle, di ba? Gagawin nila, ayan. Sali sila this year, gagawin nila yon, di ba? Di ba? O kaya gagawin nila, dati, wala pa masyadong nogi. Sa nogi lang sila sasali, so instant medal, nogi, di ba? Sa nogi, mabilis magka-medal sa nogi dati kasi konti lang. Ngayon, habang tumatagal, dumadami na rin. Pero yun nga, mapapansin mo yan. Parang minsan, pag nakita lang kayo ng mga kaibigan mo, parang parang pag maliit lang, sali yan. Diba? Ngayon, etong si Cheeseburger Division, si Cheeseburger Champion, he took it to another level. As in, he took it to a point where it was super obvious. Kasi super obvious. Yung gawin yan ngayon, sasali. Tapos, pag syempre, pag ikaw yung pinakamabigat, pinakamalaki, ang chances dyan, either may kalaban kang isa or wala kang kalaban. Gagawin niya ngayon, sasali siya, tapos kukunin lang niya yung medal. Kukunin niya yung medal. So, sasabihin niya, so double gold, dahil weight, tsaka absolute, or sa weight division niya, di ba, gold ako, nanalo, pero, all you have to do is go back to the smooth comp or yung registration. Makikita mo siya lang mag-isa doon. Pero syempre, todo post yan. Todo post ngayon na gold ako, double gold, ganyan. May time pa nga ganito katindi yan. For clout lang talaga, Tito JC. Lumipad pa ng ibang bansa yan para lang mangolekta ng para lang mangolekta ng. Oo.
Ano na ba ang rank?
Pero, pagdating sa gym, Sabi niya, proud na proud siya. Number one daw siya.
Wow.
Diba? So ngayon, this guy, hindi ko siya nakilala, hindi ko siya nakatrain. Pero kasi ako, admittedly, kuripot ako mag-promote. Kasi it takes a lot. May standards ako Sorry, may standards ako. So ngayon, itong taong to, dahil hindi siya pumasa sa amin, umalis yan. Tsaka kinick out yan. Kasi nga, pangit na ugali. Scammer pa to. Scammer. Lumalabas kayo. Ang dami niyang inutangan. Tapos di niya binabayaran. Ang dami niyang inutangan. Naglalabasan lahat ngayon. Okay? Meron nag-send pa sa akin ng Facebook Live ng isang taong inutangan niya. Kasi binanggit yung buong full name. Kasi sabi, ganun daw siya ka-scammer. As in, scammer ko. Naalala ko pa noon, nung bago to, di ba? Oy! Teka! Huwag mag-ingat sa comment section. Huwag nyo.
Baka
Teka lang.
Baka naman ma-report tayo.
Teka lang.
Nabanggitan, ha?
Ano tayo dyan? So ngayon, naalala ko, nag-message pa to sa akin. Sabi niya, supportahan daw niya yung Arte Suave Manila. Siya raw magbabayad lahat. Wow. Tapos excited na talaga. Sabi niya, ito raw. Sabi ko, hold on. Wait. Sabi ko, shut up. That sounds too good to be true. And if it's too good to be true, di ba, wag na tayo magagawan dito. Di ba? If it's too good to be true, you know it's bullshit. Okay? So doon pa lang sinut down ka na. Sabi ko, teka lang, okay? Let's do this properly, okay? Nung sinabi ko, let's do this properly, wala na. As in, nawala yung boka, nawala yung yabang, as in, ang dami. Then afterwards, I asked her, I was like, who's this guy? I'm like, I don't know this guy. Then here comes this guy saying that he's the member siya ni ganito. So chinek ko, naman, nag-enroll siya. Pero I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know this guy. Suddenly, you message me. Di ba? You're ewan ko feeling ko, Moy, pag tinotal mo lahat, lampas million yan. Millions, yes, millions. So parang ngayon, so balik tayo sa kwento. So ngayon, yung style niya, collecting medals. Pag nagyayabang niya na. So dahil nga wala siya, nagsama-sama sila ng mga reject, yung mga walang kwenta. So pasok din talaga to sa sinabi ni Chief doon sa mga dating nakatraining niya, lahat sinabi sablay siya. Skill-wise, diba? As a human being, sablay ka na. Ngayon, skill-wise, jiu-jitsu-wise, sablay ka pa rin. As in, wala akong narinig ng magandang feedback about his skill set. So, ganun, isipin mo lang JC gano'n. Kasi hindi raw makapag-front roll na maayos to.
Oh, ito ba yung last time?
Definitely not. Super bad. Now, ito yung last time. Ngayon,
yun nabanggit sa comments.
This person,
ito ba siya? Pinagtanong-tanong ko pa naman yan after na, no?
Ngayon, then apparently, ang daming galit sa taong to. As in, mainit siya sa ibang tao. As in, sabi ko, wow, ganito pala kalaki yung kagaguhan na pinaggagawa nito. So ngayon, can't do a front roll. Then, sumali siya dun sa Team Rejects. Ngayon, ang gago, wala pang 1 taon. Di ko alam alam ko wala pa 1 taon or baka 1 taon pa lang na purple belt na. Anak ng wetig naman. So again, to each his own. Okay? Bahala kayo. Diba? You all do it. But here's the thing. At least for me, I'm speaking on my opinion. I'll probably will also ask Tito JC and people, please put your saloobins in the comment section. Para sa akin kasi, from blue belt to purple belt, that's a very critical stage in your jiu-jitsu journey. That is the point wherein mataas ang attrition rate ng blue belt kasi it plays on your ego, it will test your patience. Tapos, marami ka pang sobrang dami mong dapat matutunan at blue belt. Hindi mo siya matututunan in a year or less, or in a year or less than a year.
Unless you're very special, siguro. I don't know.
Unless you're very special. Or nanalo ka sa mundials, or nanalo ka sa ADCC, or nanalo ka sa Duma World Championships, or sa AJP World Championships, pwede pa. Pero, di ba, for a guy, and ito yun, it's a bad precedent that ang basihan mo ng promotion is medals. Di ba? Ang pangit nun eh. Dapat ang basihan ng promotion is skills, hindi medals. Kasi it sets a bad example to the students and it's a bad precedent for the benefit of the other students. Kasi ngayon, parang at the end of the day, ang concern ko dito yung mga estudyante. 'Di ba? Yung mga estudyante kasi sila yung magkakaroon ng masamang perception, sila yung magkakaroon ng misguided na perception about martial arts.
Lalo na
Diba?
pag siya na yung magtuturo or
So ngayon,
nagtuturo.
eto pa ngayon, Tito JC, ang weteng, alak ng weteng to, ang balyenang to, nagtayo ng school. Nagtuturo pa ngayon. Nagpo-post pa ng video techniques. Yung video techniques sablay. Kasi mali. Diba? You just imagine. Sa lahat ng martial arts coaches at sa lahat ng no, when you're teaching martial arts and when you're teaching self-defense, you're teaching a tool na makakasagip ng buhay or makakatulong makasagip ng buhay ng ibang tao. Safety yun. Alam mo yun, masyadong malaking role. It's a very thankless job pero napakalaking responsibilidad nun para sa ating mga coaches. So kung hindi mo alam yung tinuturo mo, tas mali yung tinuturo mo, tas binibenta mo siyang tama, nakakatakot yun. Sobrang delikado. Ako, ang concern ko lagi yung mga estudyante. Nakakaawa. So ngayon, ito Tito JC, may competition last weekend.
Yeah.
So nag-sign up si Gago. Akala niya siguro wala siyang kalaban. Eh nagkataon merong isa. So ito yun, nung tinawag yung pangalan niya, nawala.
Nakakaya yun.
Ito yung part ng modus niya. Pag meron siyang kalaban, lagi siyang nawawala. As in, for some weird reason, laging may emergency. Laging ganon. Style niya na yan ever since. So, ang gagawin niya ngayon, hindi siya magpo-podium. Kokolektahin na lang niya yung silver medal niya. Pero po-post pa rin niya. Nanalo siya, silver siya sa ganito. Pero, silver by default. Diba?
Hindi na lumaro silver by default
like, wow, this... Oo, diba? Ito yun diba?
Nanghihingi na nga pala yung mga tao ng clue sa comment.
It's indirect scamming your students.
Definitely.
Yun nga, cheeseburger division nga. Ano ba yung cheeseburger division? So ito yun You're indirectly scamming your students. You're indirectly scamming people. Kasi pag pumunta sila sa school mo ngayon, sasabihin mo, ay hindi, nag-gold ako sa ganyan tournament Ay hindi, nag-silver ako dyan. Ay may recent na ako, nag-gold ako dyan. Actually, absolute champion din ako Pero, diba? In reality, you're a fraud. Diba? So, you're a fraud scammer ka.
Of
diba?
The division where there's absolutely no one. Ganun ba yun?
Oo, diba?
Tama ba?
Tamang-tama. Nako, eto mga super... Nako! Eto, i-super fight. Dapat yan si Cheeseburger Division tsaka yung isa pang scammer sa Cavite. Alam mo, pwede. Sa totoo lang, pwede yan. Magka-division naman sila, di ba? Magkano yan? Feeling, alam mo, bagay yan. Pero pag nagkataon, kailangan malaking mat area dapat.
Mga gitna na basketball court, gano'n.
Oo, mga ganon. Malalaki kasi gugulong-gulong yan. Naman to JC. Send tayo stars. Pag nag-name drop mga tito. Pag nag-send kayo, pag umabot itong live na to, pag umabot ng 10,000 stars, sige, ni-name drop ko yung tao. Kulit nyo. Pag umabot 10,000 stars pag umabot 10,000 stars tong live, sige, name drop natin, tapos kukwento ko lahat. Sige. Sabi to mga tao talaga, name drop. Delay. Naririnig mo ba ako, JC?
Parang naglalag yung audio eh.
Naglalag
I
yung
don't know
audio,
why.
di ba? Kita
Oo,
mo?
may delay yung
What
audio
the
eh.
hell is happening?
Hindi ko alam kung sa internet or what, pero may lag yung kaya nag-aantay ako kung kailan ako papasok magsalita eh.
Teka, tingnan natin. Lipat natin dito.
Mhm.
How about this one?
Ayan, parang
Nilag pa
okay
rin.
na. Aha.
Parang okay. Mas nag-improve.
Mhm.
Ayan, James. Siya pa rin pala pulutan. Oh, sobrang pulutan to. Nung weekend, kasi ito nga eh. Dati kasi, steady-steady niya lang ginagawa. Ngayon kasi, talamak na. As in parang,
Grabe
huy,
naman.
mag-ano ka naman, di ba? Di ba? Tournament,
Mhm.
tigil. Ito lahat, sunod-sunod eh. Naalala ko yung isang tournament na nag-referee ako, nandun siya sa list of competitors. Susunod na malaman may kalaban, nawala. Umuwi raw.
Mhm.
May meeting daw. So, I was like, okay. Oy, mamoy, relax, easy lang. Big nasa post niya yan. Tigil mo yan. May lag pa rin ba ako? Naglalag?
Parang, yan, medyo okay na. May magandang question pala dito sa comment
Ayan.
si Earl.
Sark's
Parang pangalawa
Division.
niya ng beses tinanong eh.
Teka, tingnan natin.
Oo. About yung pag
Nako, name
tawag
drop
dito.
please. Nako.
Pag-check ng
Ayun,
gyms.
ghosting ko. Oy. Ayan o. Oy, kung sino ka man nagre-report sa show namin, hindi mo kami matitibag, okay? Hindi mo kami matitibag. May ghosting pala sa video. Meron, ghosting of opponents. Ito ginagawa nito, ghosting of opponents. Ay.
Pangalan ng...
Oo. Si James. Yes, oo. Alam niya may kalaban siya. Tapos biglang parang nagpunta pa sa venue. Tapos nung oras na para lumaban, nawala. Kasi nawala. Vincent Blanco to. Tarang yan. Tignan mo. No, the greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Look at this guy. Oy, Mickey Ablan! Uy. Baka yung si Coach Mickey Ablan, wag mo ilagay. Masi-search na ng mga tao yan dahil sa comment mo. Gago. Tignan mo to si El Scorpio, perfecto. Buti na lang sa YouTube yung ko. Wag naman ganon. Hindi ko, nakita mo ba? Hindi ko alam Hindi ko talaga alam kung anong meron dito Pero, bakit naman pati girlfriend ni sinama nyo? Grabe naman kayo. Kung sila ay nagmamahalan, labas na tayo doon. Earl Victa, kilala ko ba yung Oo, kilala mo to. Coach, ito Earl, kilala mo yan. Maingay din sa social media yan. Mahilig din
Hater ka nun, Earl.
magpapansin
Sino yan?
Nakita mo?
Bakit siya nagsusorry? Bakit siya nagsusorry?
Ayun. Ayan, I'm sorry na.
Dami nang nagtatanong sa comment.
Yung comment
Ng
section,
confirmation eh.
General Ramos, 10,000 stars sent daw. Grabe kayo. Grabe kayo. Mga tao sa comment section, no? Huy. Oh, ayan na naman. Nag-fluctuate na naman ako.
Magkaka-reporta na yata
May, oy, yung mga nagre-report, wag kayo ganyan. Di ba? Ano tayo dito? Tuwaan tayo dito. Walang pikon, bawal pikon. Pag puwasar ka sa ginagawa namin, wag ka na lang manood, di ba? You're doing the Lord. Thank you, Louis Lozano. Thank you. Alam mo kami. This is
Yan yung tinatanong ni Earl kanina.
Pwede ba mag-report sa government fake gyms and promotions? No. Walang jurisdiction si Gab doon.
Professional yata. Professional promotions.
Kung
pwede,
professional,
like kung may license sila na to operate as a promotion, yun pwede. Pero if they're an amateur promotion...
ito nga. Ito na. Matabang Ray, okay? Shoutout kay Matabang Ray. Ayan, shoutout na kita, ha? Okay, yan. Tignan nyo po yung mga comments ni Matabang Ray. Ayan. Yan, clue na yan, ha? Clue na yan. Diba? Coach Dong Tongko, what's up? Thank you for watching and listening. Deftak Banawe, Deftak Dituazon, huge shoutout sa inyo. Coach Dong Tongko, thank you for watching and listening.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's up, Coach David?
What's up, sir?
Ayan, naglalag pa rin ako.
Nagpa-fluctuate. Medyo
Gago
naglalag
talaga. Nakikita mo ba yung comment section sa Facebook, JC? Nakikita mo?
Oo. Nagwawala.
Nakikita mo?
Nagwawala rin
Yes,
sa
Ernest.
comments.
Ito, Ernest. Abot ka pa, okay? Abot ka pa.
Lumipat ka pa ng Facebook.
Sakto, pasok.
Promote na rin pala natin. Speaking of, nandiyan na rin naman si Ernest sa comments. Banggitin na rin natin, kung August 8 na yung URCC, if you haven't purchased any tickets yet, binigyan tayo ni URCC ng promo code for that. MMA Fan 10, you get 10% discount for the tickets.
Uy, Coach, Bernard Soriano, huwag mong lagyan ng initials. Anak ng wedding naman to si Coach Bernard Soriano. Uy, Burns, tigil mo yan. Maglagay ng initials si Bernard. Ay, tigil mo yan. Kaya tayo nare-report eh. Wala, no chill si Coach Burns. Ayan tuloy. Alam mo, ayan, naglalag na naman ako. May nagre-report nung live natin ngayon. Anak ng wedding. Di mo si Coach, di mo si Kyle, pare. Tignan mo to. Big time raw siya, pro. Yung pala big lang. Nga lang, anak ng wedding, oh. James, ang sama. Masakulan. Yoko na. Tigil na natin to. Kaya alam nyo yung channel ko na to. JC, di ako bigla na lang sasabihin ni Facebook, tigil nyo na yung ginagawa nyo.
Baka
Huge!
magaya tayo dun
Coach
sa
Martin Toledo.
sa CNN.
Oh, alam niyo. Nung kay Chip nga lang, nag-aalala na talaga ako na suspend yung ito yung mga tao. Woo! Tingnan mo to. Kyle Thor. Oh yeah, hinamon ka na, Kyle. Hindi ka na nakabasa sa 8K na ang bag mo. Suntukan na lang daw kayo. Ang lalabasan ng utang dito ah. Okay. Nasaan na yun? May nawala tuloy. Si James Enriquez kasi. Bakit kulang sa lasa? Ayan. I think, sige. This is a good question. Unahin natin si Tito JC, then I'll answer it. Ayan, Tito JC, pag mataba ba ang martial arts instructor, ay consider bang McDojo or Bullshido yun?
Not exactly. Not exactly, because meron namang mga tao na on the heavy side, pero alam nila yung tinuturo nila. Alam nila yung ginagawa nila. I mean, one good example yung research, yung ginawa naming episode before sa Destroy Manila podcast about Arnis. Back in the day, ang mga Arnis masters, malalaki ang tiyan. Not shitting on anyone, pero yung usual na image nila, mga matataba na tao na nagiinom sa hapon, pero napakagagaling nila dun sa Arnis. Doesn't mean they're fake. They know what they're doing. Alam nila lahat, ituro and everything. Hindi lang kita sa katawan nila. And meron din naman kasing mga tao na yung description ngayon is mata-buff. Mataba yung itsura nila, pero
mata-buff.
Alam mo yun, may muscles naman talaga sila. Hindi lang halata kasi nga, ang lapad talaga nila. One example nung ganong idea is, ano pangalan nun? Yung nasa Train to Busan na Korean actor, yung malapad. Yun, mata-buff yung tao na yun eh. I forgot his name, pero nasa Marvel movies na rin siya. Mata-buff. Or medyo chunky yan. Yung mga ganon, pwede. Meron din naman kasi na obvious na na anong tawag dito? Obvious na hindi nila talaga alam yung tinuturo nila. Yun yung mga pwedeng i-consider as a McDojo. Yan. Katulad ng sinabi ang tawag dito, ni Cholo, Daniel Cormier, mata-buff or mataba siya, pero he knows what he's doing. He was even a UFC champion in a couple of divisions. Diba? Yes, tama si Prof. Pichon. The weight isn't the question. It's the skill set.
Ay, teka.
Nasa comment si Prof.
Natin
Pichon
lahat,
na.
Okay. Professor Pichon Garcia, thank you. Professor Pichon Garcia, thank you for watching and listening.
For being here.
I love this guy. One of my mentors yan. Really good. So, Def Talk in ang tawag dito? Yung Portofino, sa Portofino, yan yung mga tao dyan, okay? Cavite, Portofino area, yeah. Go enroll under Professor Pichon. I mean, one of the best in the country. As in, I learned a lot from Professor Pichon, and I'm still he's one of my go-to guys when I need guidance.
Si Prof. Pichon yung isa sa mga
Hoy, wag nga kayo mag-mention ng pangalan sa ko.
Easy lang kayo, ano ba? Si Puchola
comments, hoy!
Si Puchola nag-name drop
na naman. Mo. Eto mo, tignan mo, si Coach Gabay. Sabi mo, mainit yung chismisan. Ang gago ng mga tao.
Yes. Yan. Tama rin naman yung input ng mga tao. So, yung ibang mga maayos ang input. Katulad nung sinabi ni Prof. Pichon, it's not really about the weight. It's about the skill set. Kung kahit malapad kang tao, but you know you know what you're teaching, you know what you're doing, okay lang yun. I mean, mahirap magpapayat. Everybody knows that. I mean, you know, syempre, ibang usapan yun sa self-control and everything. Pero kasi pag lumapad ka na and you have certain conditions, medyo tag dito, yung metabolism mo can slow down. Maraming factors eh. But yun nga, the fact of the matter is, skill set eh. Skill set ang usapan, hindi lang naman weight. If you're horizontally challenged.
Skill set,
Okay.
skill set.
Even if you're horizontally challenged, pero you have the skill set, you're good.
Di ba mataba? Horizontally challenged.
Ay, nga, medyo mataba, horizontally challenged. Baka makancel tayo.
Okay ka lang. Sakto Tutuloy natin to pero teka lang, may guest tayo. Ito, meron tayong important.
Oh, yes.
We have a guest, okay? This is a very important issue. Ito talagang career related, lalong-lalo na yung mga nasa MMA, okay? Nasa MMA division.
Yes.
Then balik tayo kay Zark's division after talking to our guest, okay? Wag nga kayong walang maglalagay ng pangalan. Wag ganyan. O yan, tama. Be like Ernest, okay? Be like Ernest. Hey, look at Ernest. Okay, di ba? Tito Ernest is doing it right. Di ba? Sabi ni Tito Ernest, big boned, okay? Big boned. Nakaka-stress kayo. Anong sabi ni ayun. Ito. Okay, tama. Kaya naglalag tayo, may nagre-report ngayon. Kasi may nagre-report ngayon. Alam namin pag may nagre-report.
That's very highly likely.
Live ngayon. One example is Lolo Himuli Jim, Big Pacific Island. The Pacific Islanders. Ano to?
I mean, you know.
Thick people to. As in, sa mga Samoan strength. Ayan.
Yun, yung mga ganun, genetically, they're malapad talaga sila. So, you know, bihira ka naman makita. Actually, bihira ka naman makikita ng mga Pacific Islanders, mga Samoans na mga payat eh. It's in their genetics na malalaki silang tao, malalapad silang tao. I would like to believe so. Kaya nga hindi ko matatanggap na Filipinos are Pacific Islanders kasi we don't have the size.
Ayan. Diba?
Follow pa
joining us for tonight. Okay? Joining us for tonight. Okay?
He has a lot of revelations.
Okay, joining us is, he's back home.
What's up? You're back home.
Okay, Mariano Jones.
Yes, sir. Back.
What's up, Mariano Jones?
It's good, man. I'm happy to be back, you know.
Yan, okay.
In
So,
one piece.
For context, okay? For context and for people, teka lang, naglalag yung audio ko or yung audio ni Mariano. Okay. Anyway, Mariano, you just came back from Korea. Please, this is the time to let everyone know what happened over there. And as much as you can share, okay? Like, give us a timeline. You landed. This is what happened. These were the details of your fight, and then what happened during fight night and after the event.
Yeah, man. First of all, you know, the Koreans are a bunch of scammers. No fucking respect for you guys one bit, especially for AFC. You guys are, you know, the worst of the worst that I've ever dealt with. So that's the first thing. But yeah, you know, I had some problems at the airport going to Korea, you know, for immigration clearance and all that. So, you know, I sorted all that out, then got to Korea, you know, like around 5 a.m. in the morning the next day. And then, you know, went straight to the sauna, cut the weight, made weight, you know, then we were set down for like some rules and regulations, and everything was in Korean. Nothing was in English at all. So, you know, I even asked the guy, the matchmaker, who was there personally. I said the fight will be 3 rounds, 5 minutes, even on that day, and he said yes. On the screenshots you guys can see, on the Facebook
Yeah.
post that I made, I asked him twice, not once but twice, is it
Mhm.
3 rounds 5 minutes? Because I already knew that they were doing some of the fights they were doing for like non-title were 2 rounds 5 minutes. So I wanted to make sure that it was going to be 3 rounds 5 minutes, and adhere to that protocol. And they said, yeah, everything's 3 rounds 5 minutes for your fight, but it's a main event, blah 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 blah. So I'm thinking 3 rounds 5 minutes.
Mm.
So going into the fight, like I said, everything was good. We had some like face offs and all that, a little bit of banter back and forth. Then the day of the fight, same thing. Then when the fight is happening, everything is good except for when the second round is done. You see me going to my corner, third
Yeah.
round for the third round, and I know the fight at that point is very close. I
Mhm.
have it. If being honest with myself and with everyone, it was a draw going into the third 1-1. And you can see me signaling to my corner like, come here, like we need to get this shit. And then and then I can see from my corner's trying to come into the cage, and one of the guys, like the AFC person who's outside of the cage, says no. And then I'm really confused. And then I look at the referee, and he's like,
Mhm.
no, 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 come here, come here, come here. And I'm like, why? Like, we still have one more round. And then he's like, no, 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 it's 2 rounds only, 2 rounds only. And then I'm really pissed off and confused. And everything's in Korean. So again, like my mind is like, I'm still in the fight. I'm still in fighting mode. So I'm not, I'm very confused, honestly. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, in a different country, no English at all, with a bunch of dumbass Koreans, saying it's 2 rounds. And then when I was told it was three by the matchmaker, I mean, can you believe that? Imagine Aaron Katanal telling me a fight is 3 rounds 5 minutes. Then I go
Mhm.
into the URCC cage and it's only 2 rounds. None of us, me or my opponent, none of us quit. No
Mhm.
one threw in the no
Yeah.
one threw in the towel. Nobody was hurt. Well, he was hurt. I wasn't, but he didn't quit. That's so none of us signaled to the referee or anything that the fight should have been stopped at that point in time. But yeah, anyways, when I go back to the hotel room, I'm like, I'm gonna take a shower, clear my mind, and then go, and then I'm gonna watch this fight over again to see exactly what happened. And then the more I watched the fight, man, the more pissed off I got, because I just realized like what happened. I went back to the screenshots and everything, and it was 3 rounds 5 minutes, and I was like, wow, these guys are a bunch of hoes, man. They literally saved the guy Kim because his knee, word got out that his knee broke in the second round from the calf
Mhm.
kicks that he was taking, so he couldn't continue really. And they didn't want to call it go into the third round and him being compromised, because the guy who was cornering him has a gym in that province, in Sacheon. The name of that place where we fought was called Sacheon. His corner and his friend is from that city, and they probably paid a lot of money. A lot of bets
Mhm.
going riding on this fight. A lot of AFC's. They're a bunch of dirty fucks. So there's a lot behind the scenes going on, and knowing what they knew, like, okay, the guy's knees compromised, and we can't let this fight go another round, because you guys know, like, two
Mhm.
or three more two or three more calf kicks on a compromised knee, even with adrenaline, you're gonna fall. So
Yeah.
you know then when I got back, I waited until I got back here in the Philippines safe, because these guys don't play. They don't play. These guys are dirty, bro. Like, they don't play by the rules. So like, they were threatening me and stuff, and I got back here,
Mhm.
and now that I'm back here, I'm filing a complaint with Gab. And Sherdog, I'm talking to Sherdog and Topology as well, and explaining to them what exactly happened, and showing them the evidence, because it's all, these guys are dumb as hell. Like, they left the fight on YouTube. I mean, they didn't even try to cover their tracks. Like, they're that stupid.
Mhm.
And the evidence is there. I don't even have to say much, because it's clearly stated on the text, 3 rounds 5 minutes, and these guys just ended it on the second round, and then
Mhm.
call this guy, and then this guy's raising his hand like he's a fucking winner, champion, or whatever. Like, bro, I would be embarrassed if that would have happened to me. If I would have magically won that fight on the second round, I would have been like, fuck no. I
Yeah.
need another. We need to do one more round, and I'm not gonna leave this cage until that happens, because even me as a professional fighter, I know. And every fight is 3 rounds, 5 minutes. What is that 2 round, 5 minute bullshit for an MMA pro event? That makes no sense. So that's really what happened. And this is a warning to all the Filipino fighters who want to go fight in Korea. Do not fight for AFC. The pay is shit. The treatment is shit, and these guys are bunch of pussies, man. That's all I can say. So don't do it.
Mhm. And to be clear,
JC.
when they did the so to be clear, when they did the fighters briefing,
Yeah.
nobody translated everything for you.
No, no, nobody said anything. I said, "Is
Shit.
my fight 3 rounds, 5 minutes?" And they were like, "Yes." They said yes. That's all I really gave a fuck about, because the other rules and shit, I already know. Like, like grounded opponent, knee in the
Mhm.
face, all that crap. I already know all that. So I wasn't really bothered too much with all the little intricacies, like, all the little details, or like what you can
Mhm.
do, what you can't do. I was concerned about the 3 rounds, 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and also concerned about, like certain strikes that they were saying, like they don't allow oblique kicks,
Mhm.
and certain things like that. But other than that, nothing raised suspicion, because they said, yeah, it's 3 rounds, 5 minutes going into this. So I believed it,
Mhm.
and these
And yeah, I
guys,
mean, as everything was happening, even on your way back to the Philippines, we were chatting the whole time, and
yeah,
you showed me the screenshots. It did
yeah.
say 3 rounds, 5 minutes per round. So
Yeah, you saw it, bro. Like I
yeah.
got nothing to hide. These guys, and then the CEO of AFC, this guy, bro. I don't know your name in Korean. Whatever your fucking name is, you're a fucking clown.
Mhm.
Um, but this guy was telling me, like, I'm the one that's lying. I'm the one that
Mhm.
that fucked up. I'm the one that he's like, I'm gonna call Philippine country and talk to them about you and tell
Mhm.
them how bad you are and all this. And I'm like, go ahead, bro. I'm waiting. In fact, if you come to the Philippines, bro, I'd love to see you face to face, and let's see how
Mhm.
tough you really are. With your little suit on and your little
Mhm.
bodybuilder frame, bro. Like, come on, you're not a fighter. This guy's like, keyboard warrior, talking shit to me. But when he was face to face with me, he was all like bowing and shaking my hand. Like I said, bro, all of you guys, a lot of these guys in MMA are fucking fake. They'll shake your hand in person, and then in the keyboard they're gonna like
Mhm.
insult you, and that's what the CEO of AFC was telling me, like, yeah, like I'm gonna file complaints against you and this and that, because he's been seeing that I'm not gonna keep quiet. And bro, I'm not scared of you. I don't care who the fuck you are, like I'm not scared of anyone. So I fought killers in that cage. So
Mhm.
if you think I'm scared of a little clown like that, come on, man. You guys know that. So, but I want to do what's right for the sport. I think MMA has a lot of cleaning up to do. There's a lot of dirty
See,
stuff going on.
even
So,
even Tito Pocholo, okay? Even Tito Pocholo appreciated what you did at
Yeah, that
AFC,
was a
okay?
really
Thank you
nice
for
gesture.
representing the flag. Nice calf kick. Yes, the calf kicks were good. Yeah, I
yeah,
Yeah.
saw the calf kicks too. That
bro,
was really good.
I
Now,
sent that guy to surgery. I broke his knee, and and even if I wanted a rematch, like on a personal level, I'll never be able to get that rematch because he's retiring after breaking his knee, and even if he does come back, he's gonna be like 39 or 40 by the
Mhm.
time because it's like an MCL or ACL tear. So it's not a joke, the kind of injury that guy got. And I'd love to beat his ass in the URCC cage. I'd love to break his other leg. But sadly, I'm not gonna get that chance, to be able to do that. And that's honestly, and that's the only fight I would ever be interested in taking ever again. Any Korean or him
Mhm.
specifically, Kim, specifically that guy, because
Mhm.
he feels like he won the fight, and he was even insulting me after I showed him that the fight was 3 rounds, 5 minutes. The ball was told to me by the matchmaker. He was even saying like "fuck you," like you're a loser and this and that. And I'm like, bro, if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be walking around like you won that fight, because everyone who saw that fight, even guys that don't like me that much, guys that like Will Chope, Chris
Yeah.
Hoffman, they all messaged me, bro. They all said they had to fight 1-1. They all said like it was fucking stupid, like 2 rounds, like who does that?
Mhm.
Guys that don't really like me. Let's not forget that. So even they came out and supported. So that's when I knew something was really fucked up.
And one other question I have for you is your Instagram story about
Mm,
you possibly retiring until all of this
yeah.
is straightened out. What's that about?
Yeah, man. So I mean, you guys know, going back to this kind of goes back to the past a little bit. Like you guys know what happened with the Arvin and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
this kind of happened to me already here in the
Hmm.
Philippines, where things got really out of hand. You know, like outside of the fight
Yeah,
sphere, and things. I was getting death threats from people harassing me.
yeah.
And because of all the trash talking that was going on between me and Arvin. And he had a lot of backing, just like I did. But the difference was, a lot of the backing that he had were, not so nice people. Let's just put it that way. So
Hmm.
even in the venue, bro, I could tell when I walked into that venue, and between when I was fighting Arvin, it just felt like everybody wanted to shoot me. Like,
Hmm.
everybody, like, I was getting some stares, bro, that you only get in some ghettos when you walk in there.
Yeah.
So I had that going on, and then now what happened in Korea, very similar as well. Now these guys are like threatening me. I was getting messages from like random accounts, like Chinese and Koreans, messaging me saying like, we want to fight you, bare knuckle, anywhere, we're gonna come haunt you. Like, shut the fuck up about the Korean fight and this and that. Like, so it's basically like what happened here, but now it's happening over there as well. And I try to stay really low key for
Hmm.
my fight with Baduria, and even with the Korean fight, not to trash talk too much and just focus on whooping these guys. And
Hmm.
even then, I'm still getting death threats and still getting, people like criminals. That's the word I should use. Criminals threatening me, and just for a fucking fight. So that's why I kind of said about the thing about the retirement, because I'm gonna get this AFC stuff fixed
Hmm.
first. I want
Okay.
to clean my name, because if I would have lost fair and square after 3 rounds, I have no problem, to admit defeat, But when you get robbed like that, that's a whole different story. I'm not gonna let that slide. So
Yeah,
that's
because
why.
like I've seen some records on say topology that have been marked as invalid. Even they're
Yeah,
listed, but they're marked as invalid because I guess of the result of the fight. So
yeah,
hopefully that happens in your case when all the investigation happens and everything that related to that.
yeah. That's what I hope for. And then after that, like I said, I'm probably not. You guys are probably not gonna see me in the cage for a long time, or maybe never, because like I said, I put a lot of stress on myself and my, you know, just, yeah, on myself and the people around me.
Hmm.
Like, so because it doesn't just, like, these criminals guys, they don't play, they don't play by the rules. They're gonna go
Yeah.
after you and people that you love, and anyone is fair game, really. So it's not just about me now. It's just about, like, they're targeting different people, and I don't like that. So, you know, and it's not worth your life. Like,
Hmm.
I love to train, I love to fight, but it's not worth my life being taken away just because of a fucking sport. So, shame on those guys, man. I hope you guys are all criminals, the ones who threaten me, and you guys will get what you deserve in the streets. 100%. Karma's gonna get you guys. 100%. So, I'm not worried about that. But I want to make sure the MMA sport is clean going forward. For all the competitors, because that's why nobody takes us seriously as a sport.
Hmm.
'Cause there's so much crap,
Yeah.
so much subjectiveness in the sport that people don't take it seriously, as it should, like basketball or football. And that's what needs to happen for it to go like really, really mainstream, I believe.
But this is the next important step. So something and this not only happens in MMA, this happens a lot with boxing as well. A
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
Filipino fighters go overseas. They fight in shady promotions.
Yeah.
They dive into more often than not fixed fights wherein once they land, they get into horrible conditions, sudden rule changes. So the best I mean, this is the best course of action is for fighters like you to submit their report or file a complaint in the Games and Amusements Board so that this will
Yeah.
not happen again. And it's also I mean, thank you MJ for coming into the show and telling your story so that future MMA fighters will avoid promotions like these. Because
Yeah.
there are some shady promotions here in the Philippines. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
there are actually a lot
UGB.
a lot of shady
Guys,
promotions here in the country
guys
as
don't fight in
well. But
UGB.
at least you're home.
Mhm.
Oi! Sweet!
Yeah. Hey, guys, you know
What the
what? Come for me. Come for me. I've already been getting death
what
threats
the
from a
hell,
lot of people.
MJ?
So guys, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm gonna say how it is.
Mhm.
The only real true promotion, if you're a professional fighter here in the Philippines, that you should be looking at for MMA is the URCC. Everything else is a bunch of shit. Everything else is crap, all right? And if you want to do kickboxing professional, then TNT is the way to go. But
Mhm.
aside from those two, TNT and URCC, avoid it. They're scammers. They're gonna do the same shit like that. What happened to me in Korea? They're gonna pay you like 600 pesos if you win.
Damn.
So that's the truth, guys. And I don't give a fuck. Come for
What
me.
the
Yeah,
what
come for
the
me.
ah,
Yeah.
See,
only
even
Mariana
Pocholo is
Jones can
now a
do
fan of you.
that. Only a Mariana Jones.
Mm. Bro, a lot of people talk shit about URCC and all that stuff, but you know what? I've never had an issue with them. They always paid on time. They always, they were always fair to me. They were always, even when the Arvin stuff happened, Chief Alvin stepped in
Yeah.
and he helped me get out of that venue safely. So I have nothing but good things to say about the URCC. Everyone else, though, you guys are a bunch of cocksuckers. So even here in the Philippines,
Mhm.
so you guys have no respect for fighters, and like I said, you guys will be exposed as well, 100%. And I will deal with the Koreans first, but our sport needs to be cleaned up, and this is not a sport where you can just use it for your own gain and expect and treat the fighters like
Mhm.
shit and expect not to get backfired, because you know a lot of these fighters they can't speak up, because they're from the
Yeah.
province, they don't have the backing, they're gonna get threatened like I did. So, but you know what? I'm not gonna be scared of these guys, man, because our sport needs to be fair, it needs to be
Oh
clean,
yeah.
and I think the URCC is the gold standard here in the Philippines, and anyone who says otherwise, you guys are dumb as fuck, man. All right, take it from me. I fought in URCC. I have training partners and people that I know that fought in all kinds of promotions here in the Philippines, like UGB and all the other shitty promotions that there are. So I know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
All
That
right.
was
So now you got everything in order. I still can't
Yeah,
believe MJ dropped that bomb. Come on.
yeah.
I got a lot of bumps
So
to draw, man. A
so
lot.
so at least
Trust me.
oh shit.
Yeah,
So at least now everything gets formalized and
Mhm.
it's a very brave step for MJ to do something like this because now at least people will be aware of for
yeah,
example they want to fight overseas or there will be promotions that will invite Filipino fighters.
yep,
So now if AFC is on that list, then well and good. Now we know what to expect. Now Filipino fighters know what to expect. Uh, do their best to avoid it because now there's a real concrete story and
Mhm.
we have video. I was able to watch the fight and I was like,
yeah,
okay, what happened? Why 2 rounds?
yeah.
That alone is
And bro,
very shady. Okay,
yeah, and
go
you
ahead,
watch the
MJ.
fight, bro. I got hit in the nuts like 3 times, and I got hit in the back of the head like 4 times, and somehow no points were deducted. Like small little things like that. And then every time I was in the clinch and I reversed the guy, the ref would separate us. I mean, you can clearly see what was going on, and then to make matters even worse, they stopped the fight in the second round. Like, I mean, AFC, if you guys had a little bit of fucking brain cells, you would have
Mhm.
let the fight gone to the third round. Then you can do your split decision crap that no one's gonna believe. But still, then it would be really hard for me to be like debating
Mhm.
the result.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
these guys are so stupid that they ended in the second round, and now they're giving me a chance to dispute this fight. So I mean, they're just dumb,
I
bro. Like,
yeah. your frustration about the whole
Even
thing is
I got
very,
so
very apparent.
confused. I'm like, why end the fight at the second round?
Mhm.
Diba? Why end the fight at the second round? That's very, very confusing. That's actually, yes, that is 100% stupid. Okay. It's 100%
Yeah.
stupid. You could have made it go third round and then do a split decision victory for
Yeah.
the Korean guy. But for
Yeah.
you to do that, it's very blatant. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to ask
Exactly.
before I turn it over to JC is, how about you,
Mhm.
MJ? How are you taking all of this in right now? How are you processing things? How are you feeling? And
Oh,
I
I'm
know
pissed,
there's
bro.
going to be, the road is a little bit, rocky, So
Yeah.
how is everything on your end?
No, man, I'm pissed and very, like I put a lot of work into this fight camp. I knew that I was fighting two fights back to back against Baduria and this Korean guy, and I prepared. I put a lot of work in, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that people don't even see behind the scenes. And to go to Korea and have have this fight get robbed like that. I mean, it was just and like a slap to my face, and I couldn't really say anything there because these guys, like I said, they're really dirty and they don't even speak English. So like me saying anything to them, they were like I was like talking to them, and then they were like putting it on Google Translator. Like that's how bad their English is, and it was just like the language barrier is real, guys. So
Yeah.
and I'm gonna drop another bomb to a lot of you Filipino out there fighters, especially Filipino fighters who think like, oh, the URCC doesn't pay enough and this and that. Try going to a different country like Korea or Japan that you guys think like, oh, they have more money there, they're gonna pay you more. Guess
Mhm.
what, bro? Let me drop another bomb for all of you guys. I got paid a lot more in URCC than in any of these fucking Korean promotions or anything. And I've even heard ask guys like Will Chope who fought in Japan and China in basically every fucking country here in Asia. Ask Will Choke how much they paid him in those promotions versus the URCC. Why do you think Will Choke keeps coming back to URCC?
Mhm.
If URCC is so bad, why do you think a guy like Will fucking Choke is coming back over and over again? Because the treatment is good. The pay,
Mhm.
they're paying him right. That's all I gotta say. A foreigner guy coming here to fight. That should tell you everything. So to all the Filipino people out there, who think the grass is greener in Japan and in Korea or all that. Let me tell you, bro, it's not. Take it from me. I
Yeah.
was there personally. Don't fall for that trap thinking
Mhm.
like the grass is greener elsewhere because it's not. You guys have the URCC here at home.
Yeah.
Use it. Take advantage of
And
it.
I guess as for now at least, we everyone in the community should do their part in uplifting and improving the
Yeah,
competition in the MMA scene. No bullshit
yeah,
needed and anything like that. We need to improve everybody's skills, like what you've been doing in the URCC. Unfortunately, there are
one hundred
really
percent.
fighters here who don't really know how to wrestle, which is something that's gonna be huge if Filipinos know how to wrestle.
Yeah,
Eventually, I mean, there are a lot of jiu-jitsu guys and all, but they're
yeah,
not in MMA. Those in MMA
mhm,
don't really train much in
yeah.
wrestling and
And
jiu-jitsu.
even the jiu-jitsu guys here in the Philippines, like they are very comfortable on their
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm.
And in MMA, you should never be comfortable in your back. Like even if you watch the fight against me in the Korean, like when he went for that takedown,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately got back up. I didn't start playing guard. I didn't start
Yeah.
playing submissions from the guard, from bottom position. No, as soon as he took me down and I
Mm-hmm.
felt the floor, my first
Yeah.
instinct was, hands on the ground and get the fuck back up. That was my
Mm-hmm.
first reaction. So and that was not even a takedown. I got back up right away, and I hope that fight showed that I train here in the Philippines. I've been here for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that fight shows you guys that there is wrestling here, that there is
Yeah.
it's on you guys. It's really on you. That this guy that I fought, he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, the Korean guy. Did not take me down, couldn't even take me down. Even in the clinch, it was really even. The guy had, like I said, he had really good takedown defense, but the point of the matter is when a lot of Filipinos go abroad, they get taken
Mm-hmm.
down really easily, and then they get
Yeah.
either submitted or grounded and pounded on, which did not happen to me. Why? Because of the wrestling. And I train here, guys. So there's no excuse. You guys should not be going abroad and getting taken down by really high level guys, even in jiu-jitsu with wrestlers, and getting dominated like that. Because if you train hard and you put in the work, the skills, there's coaches here that can teach you all of that. Like the underhooks, you guys saw the underhooks, the control, the head control with the neck,
Mhm.
on the chin and all that. Those are all things you guys can learn and practice. But I think Filipino fighters, a lot of them just want to get a knockout, so
Yeah.
that's what they train for a lot of times. But there's a lot of good grappling here, a lot of good grappling.
Well, with what you said about getting a knockout, I take it's because Filipinos are really more into the striking thing. It's
Yeah,
2023, but as it turns out, there's still a lot of fighters are still really not into the ground game stuff. Which
yeah,
should not be the case. I mean, they're fighting MMA; they should learn all those stuff.
yeah. Especially the wrestling. I honestly believe for
Mhm.
MMA, you don't even need to have like that good of a jiu-jitsu as long as
Yeah.
you're able to defend submissions and
Mhm.
get back on your feet when somebody takes you down. You don't really need to know like all the submissions that there are and all the positions and everything. Like you just need the basics
Mhm.
and really good wrestling. You need honestly, in my opinion, like yeah, if your wrestling is not outstanding, especially your defensive wrestling, you don't have a future in MMA because when you
Yeah.
go up against a guy like the guy that I went up against or a Russian Dagestani wrestler, like imagine you're going up against Khabib
Yeah.
and you have no wrestling, you have no chance. Trust me. And they feel different. Like their grip is different, their
Mhm.
strength is different, and it's not easy to replicate because there's not a lot of guys out here like that. So if you don't even have the technique to counter it, then you're gonna get slaughtered like a lamb. So
Mhm.
in that case, just go to bare knuckle or boxing. If you don't want to
Yeah.
train wrestling, my opinion on that would be, well, that's fine. Don't train wrestling. Then go to bare knuckle or go to boxing. You're gonna do a lot better there, or kickboxing.
Mhm. But one more thing, Mariano. With
And then
you
now,
mentioned that you've
since
been.
MMA is a little
Mhm.
bit on the halt,
Mhm.
go JC. Naglalag ako eh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was just gonna ask. I mean, you've been in the Philippines for about a year and a half, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
With that time spent here, how much do you think you've actually improved in your game in the Philippines? Because a lot of people are saying, the training in the Philippines isn't that
Mm,
good. So that's why some people
yeah.
go abroad to train. But I mean, in your case, how much do you think you have improved since being here for a year and a half now?
I mean, I think it's like night and day. The improvements that I made here. When I
Mm-hmm.
got here, I was an amateur fighter,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm a professional fighter, and I've been, doing really well. So, and when finally enough, before I got here, I actually used to stand and bang like in my fights, in the amateur fights that I
Mm-hmm.
had. I used to just stand and bang like I just wanted to strike, no
Mm-hmm.
wrestling, no nothing else, and I've always had good takedown defense. So from the very beginning, but I didn't like to use my wrestling offensively. I just wanted to knock the guy out or get a TKO, and that all changed when I got here in the Philippines and I started to like train wrestling and grappling,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, you need to use it because in the training room I'm dominating guys, high
Mm-hmm.
level belts in jiu-jitsu, like I'm dominating them on the ground and on takedowns and stuff, and they were like, you need to use that in your fights, and I started using that in my fights and just destroying people. Like before, my fights were really close, like it'd go back and forth battles, and now it's like, for the most part, like it's been just ass whoopings. So yeah, I mean, here in the Philippines, I improved my wrestling, guys. My wrestling has gotten better, and my jiu-jitsu has gotten better here. Funnily enough, and you think my striking it would be the first thing to go up, but now actually my wrestling, my grappling was the one that got better, and now I'm working a lot more on my striking. But um, yeah, that tells you everything. I think a lot of people, they go abroad and stuff because they think the grass is greener there. Like, oh, they have
Yeah.
better trainers there. They have better facilities and all
Mhm.
that. Guys, don't forget, a lot of world champions like Pacquiao and all these people, they all started training in like dumps. And look at
Mhm.
them. So don't underestimate what you have here at home. There's a lot of good coaches out there. There's a lot, nowadays there's a lot of black belts here already in the Philippines. A lot of high level wrestlers, and you have the striking as well. So you have everything that you might need for a training camp. You have it here. I would probably argue the only thing that might need to get imported here in the Philippines for like really really high level fighters is probably like training partners. For example, like if a guy
Yeah.
here in the Philippines is going to be fighting a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu third degree black belt or something like that, then to bring some Brazilian guys here for that kind of to give that kind of style. Or like if you're fighting a guy, in the UFC like Khabib, bring Dagestani wrestlers to train here with you. But you don't need to go to Thailand. You don't need to go to the US. You don't need to go to Europe for training in gyms and stuff. Just import if you have the resources.
Mhm.
And at that level, I think that they would definitely have the resources already. So
Franco.
And then now, MJ, with all of these things happening, are you also gonna take a pause on the training, or still gonna continue training?
yeah, right now I'm dealing with with the situation right now. So I'm not really training that right now. But I'll definitely be back in the gym. Yeah, once I take care of all this, and my foot was a little bit banged up from kicking that Korean's knee to surgery. So I'm nothing crazy, just like a little bit of bruising. But other than that, I'll be back training. It's a lifestyle, man. At the end of the day, it's a lifestyle. So the training will continue, and even if I retire, like I'm still gonna train just to be in shape. And if anyone in the street fucks with me, they're gonna find out.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, the training, it's a lifestyle, man.
I don't
I
think
can't.
nobody would want to fuck with you on the streets, bro.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. Like you never know, but yeah, I hope not. I come in peace. So
Okay, so before we let you go, MJ, any
Mhm.
other what else would you like to tell everyone? Again, sorry
yeah,
for the lag. Okay, we have
Yeah.
this show has been reported since the first hour. Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you for coming over. Thank you for sharing your
Every week
story.
that happens here.
What else? What other messages? Yeah, this is happening every week now. So what else would you like everyone to know? I think we got reported because now everyone knows that MJ is telling the truth about what's
yeah,
really happening here in the
Yeah.
MMA scene. So MJ, please, what
yeah,
else would you like to share to everyone?
yeah. All I can say, guys, is all of you guys out there who do right by the fighters. I respect you. I appreciate you. From the bottom of my heart. And to everyone anywhere here, especially here in the Philippines, because I'm here, I'm gonna make sure that there's you know justice, and all these promotions, all these fake ass promotions that are you know not doing right by the fighters. You guys will definitely be hearing from me. So, and I'm not scared of any of you guys. That's for sure. Because I've been threatened by people all over the world. So if you think you're scared, if you think I'm scared of you guys, I'm not. So, but I really do appreciate the way URCC has treated me, and it's always been good, always been a good experience. So much respect to the URCC, and thank you for the fight with Baduria. A lot of respect for that guy as well. And just happy, man. I'm just happy to be here in the Philippines. For a long time, I worked my ass off in the U.S. and in different countries just to come here, and now I'm here. So I'm very blessed, and I'm just thankful for this country. For welcoming me, and giving me everything it has. So that's all I have to say, and I will definitely be giving this country a lot back as well. So that's why I'm gonna do what I have to do to take all these crooks, MMA crooks, down one by one. So if you guys are out there putting on fake pro shows called pro am or whatever, you guys can expect to hear from me. So
Mhm. Yeah. And also,
And
I just
that is
also
it,
just wanted
everybody.
to.
Thank you so much, Mariano
Mhm.
Jones.
Yeah,
Go,
I also
JC.
just
Go,
wanted to
go.
thank Mariano because I've been seeing the work that you do with Team Scientist. Apparently, one of the guys behind Team Scientist is a
Mm.
longtime friend of mine, and I see
Yeah,
you've been coaching the kids there. So that's amazing.
yeah, bro. Just give back to the community,
Mm,
and help out, and keep growing the
mm,
the training, fitness, MMA. It's good
yeah.
for health. It's good for everything. So a lot of kids need it, I think.
Okay. All right. And thank you very much for your time, Mariano. I every time you're here, a lot of people are learning a lot of stuff, especially the revelations that you've had
Yes,
in this
sir.
show tonight. I mean, there are some things that we don't usually say out loud, but I
I
guess you're
know.
the perfect person to say all of those things
They can come from
tonight.
me. You know why? Because everyone. This is evidence here. If anything
Mm,
happens to me, you guys know who did it. That's all I gotta
mm,
say. And I'm a firm believer. If the time comes or whatever, if it's your time to die or
mm,
whatever, that's your time to die. But I'm not gonna live life in fear and let these
mm,
dumb motherfuckers control what I say or what I don't say. You guys are not my mom or my
yeah.
dad, so I have you know, zero. I'm not gonna stay quiet, bro. Because like
Mm,
same thing with what happened to me in Korea. There's a lot of
yeah.
fighters out there who cannot speak up because they're probably getting the same treatment that I got here, right?
Mm,
So I'm that person to. I'm the one who's gonna clean this thing up, and they can come for me. That's fine. It's on here. You guys, if something happens to me, you
mm.
know who did it.
And also want to thank you for that was an amazing gesture after everything that happened to you with the Arvin fight and everything. You still
Yeah,
chose to represent the Philippines to bring the flag in Korea. Unfortunate what happened there, but thank you, and thank you very, very much for your time, Mariano. Hopefully next time we have you on the show, we have some very good news.
I hope so, man. Thank you guys
Mm.
for keeping it real, and I'll see you
Yeah.
guys around for sure.
Yes. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you guys. Peace out.
Peace out.
Thank you so much, Mariano. Thank you for. I mean, keep training. Okay, keep training. This
Yes.
is this is not
Sayang.
the end.
Mhm.
That is it for Mariano Jones. Grabe, grabe na. Si Mariano naman. Ba't
Ang dami na
grabe
bigla
naman
mga
yung
tao
laglag
doon
ni
sa totoo
Mariano.
lang.
Di ba? Nananahimik. Yun din, parang feeling namin, yung ano, yan, yung mga kampon nun, yan yun yung mga alam naming nagre-report ng show. Oh,
Mhm.
wala kami binabanggit. Medyo ano lang. Balikan nyo na lang yung ano, balikan nyo na lang yung
Oh.
episode. Balikan nyo na lang din yung ano. Teka lang
Kasi
teka lang, okay.
back to the
Balik
protein
muna
daw, sabi ni Earl.
tayo. Etong si ano, naghahamon na dito sa comment section eh. May lag pa rin ba ako? Naglalag ba ako? Ba't parang
Parang
naglalag ako?
hindi naman na masyado. Parang hindi na masyado. Ayan, hindi naman.
O, ayan.
Ayan, yan, okay na.
Tignan natin. Yung ano,
Yes.
yung streaming service natin, tignan mo, lag. Grabe yung lag.
Bakit kaya?
Ayun, Team Scientist is always here to support Mariano Jones.
Yes.
Thank you.
Grabe ang Team Scientist na yun. Nagulat talaga ako nung ang tawag dito, nung nalaman ko na one of the people behind that team is co-worker ko from, kaibigan ko from 2012, 2011. Na nung time na yon we were just talking about training together sometime, tapos biglang nawala siya for almost parang mga 10 years siguro at least. Hindi wala kaming contact, tapos pareho na kami nasa combat sports. Medyo okay din yung story. Tapos ngayon he's yung friend ko yun is helping out the likes of Mariano Jones and other fighters who want to fulfill their dreams of becoming fighters.
Diba? Ito naman si Tito
Mar-
Pocholo. Tito Pocholo, ba't naman sa comment section nilaglag mo? May narinig din akong ganyan. Mas mataas nga raw bayad minsan dun sa ano. Tapos yun din, chinichicks din daw nila yun. Daw. Di natin alam. Malay natin. Okay? O di ba Coach Ruel, what's up Coach Ruel?
Yes.
Marvin
Coach Ruel and A+
Agimat
Sport.
Vlog.
What's up, Coach Marvin Agimat?
Oo. Teka lang meron tayo ngayong So balik tayo kay Cheeseburger Division bago natin isarata. So ngayon, malinaw ba ako? Naglalag ba ako, Tita JC? Comment section, let me know.
Naglalag.
Naglalag
Actually,
ba
naglalag
ako?
ka eh.
Ano ba? Naglalag. Damn. Di ba, malinaw ba ang aking audio? Meron tayong natatanggap ngayon na updates. Updates daw. According sa ating reliable source, okay? Pwedeng totoo, pwedeng hindi.
Yes.
O di ba naglalag daw, oh?
Naglalag
Teka.
medyo.
Let's see. Naglalag. Alam nyo, pag may pasabog, naglalag eh. Eto. How about now?
Medyo. Pero pwede. Medyo, pero pwede. Oo.
Yan, pwede na. Ayan. Okay. Meron tayong natanggap. Maraming salamat po sa ating mga chismosang source.
May mga nagme-message.
May nagme-message. So ngayon, may school si Mokong. So may school, naglalabas pa, fluctuating daw. Wala na, panoorin nyo na lang yung replay. So ngayon, medyo, hindi ko alam kung silver lining ba to, or natauhan, or
okay.
Kasi reflection pa rin to nung reflection pa rin to nung actions eh. 'Di ba? 'Di ba? Hey, what's up Professor Monfort Teach Origins SOS Island? Teka lang, tigil tayo diyan.
What's up, Prof?
Okay. What's up Professor Monfort Teach SOS Island, Origins Jiu-Jitsu, and Day by Day Jiu-Jitsu. Okay? Chismoso rin to ngayon din, no? Biglang nandito dahil may jiu-jitsu chismis. So again, tandaan natin to all coaches, not just in jiu-jitsu but all MMA coaches, karate, taekwondo, lahat na ng combat sports, when you award a belt, when you award something, you have to make them earn it. Ako, rule yan. That's how I got promoted. That's the standard of the team. There are other teams who have high standards as well. You have to make them earn it. Kasi that promotion is not just a reflection of that person's skill set. It's also a reflection of your decision making and your ability to make people accountable and reliable. Diba? You can't be throwing ranks around. You can't be throwing belts around. Yan yung sinasabi rin ni Chief on the previous episode. Merong mga tao kasi that's using their black belts, or they're using their coaching status, they're using their ranks as a weapon. They're using it as a means to showcase to people, or to show people na lang, di ba nga? Because you're chasing clout. You just want to show people, hey, look at me, I am capable of doing this. Di ba? Tandaan natin. Hey, what's up, Coach Juggler? Tandaan natin, with every rank that you get, there is a direct and indirect responsibility na kaakibat ng promotion na yon. Lalong-lalo na sa jiu-jitsu. It's a very, very it's a responsibility. Okay? Yung promotions natin sa jiu-jitsu, it's not just a reflection of our hard work and dedication. It's also a reflection of the instructions ng ating coaches and the standards that our coaches live by. So pagka minadali mo yung promotion mo, you negotiated your promotion, nagpaparinig ka para i-promote ka, nagre-reklamo ka, di ba? Meron ako narinig niya sa ibang team, nagre-reklamo ba't hindi pa siya na-promote? Kamputang ina, ba't ka nandito? Di lumayas ka, di ba? Yung iba, nagde-demand ng promotion because they
Uy,
are
iba
at a
naman
place
yata
of
yun.
leverage. Feeling nila,
Mhm.
meron silang poder, di ba? Or akala nila na they could demand it because they're in a position to demand it. Di ba? Hindi ganun. Huwag tayong ganun. Because jiu-jitsu is a very, very, uh, how do I put this? Ayoko gamit yung word na sacred eh. Pero kasi, pag nagmadali ka, di ba ito yun eh, nagmadali ka mag blue belt, nagmadali ka mag purple belt, tapos nagtrain ka sa ibang school, sa ibang bansa. Di ba? Nagtrain ka sa ibang bansa. Nagtrain ka sa you were traveling, you went to a gym, di ba?
Yes.
Dahil fake purple belt ka, fake brown belt ka, nagpunta ka doon sa ibang gym, inupakan ka ng blue belt, di ba? So
Nakakahiya.
ngayon, bukod sa bukod sa napatunayan mo sa sarili mong supot ka, yung tumalo sa yung umupak sa sasabihin ngayon, okay, anong school 'yan? 'Di ba? So ngayon magiging reflection na rin ng school 'yon. Sasabihin nila, ito mga taong to, mga McDojo pala to, mga nagpo-promote ng ng
Oh,
nagmamadali.
unfortunately,
Pero
it's gonna
unfortunately,
be lag nga.
yeah, go ahead, JC. Go ahead.
Tama, naglalag nga. Yun nga, unfortunately, katulad
Naglalag eh, di
nung
ba?
sinasabi mo is, magiging reflection of the team that you came from. Lalo na kung, say, halimbawa, blue belt ka or mas mataas na rank, say, brown belt ka, nag-abroad ka, inuupahan ka ng mga white belts, na mga blue belts sa teams na yon. Siyempre, ang dating, sino ba nag-promote sa'yo? Bakit ganyan ka mag-roll? Parang medyo hindi naman pang brown belt level. Hindi naman sasabihin straight to your face, pero may mga tao na most likely gagawin yan. And it's a sad thing to experience for sure. I mean, you don't want people questioning yung nakukuha mo na belts. I mean, kung sa'yo pinaghirapan mo supposedly, pero kine-question, syempre masakit yun. I mean, di ba?
Di ba?
Pero pag
Sakto,
hindi mo
ito maganda to.
pinaghirapan at kinwestiyon ka,
So ngayon, this is a very nice quote from Tita Emily. Okay, the standard you walk past is the standard you accept. That will be the quote of the evening. Okay, the quote of this episode. The standard you walk past is the standard you accept. Okay? Tandaan nyo, ito
actually
rin,
maganda yun,
from Coach Juggler.
Mhm.
This is also a
Shout
very,
out
very
Coach
beautiful,
Juggler.
very simple, pero very, meaningful. Don't chase the belt, chase the skills. Tandaan niyo yan, yung mga nag-jiu-jitsu or if you're doing striking, boxing, never chase rank, never change accolades. Always chase skills. Okay? So ngayon, speaking ng sinabi ni Tito JC, i-echo ko yun. Yan, yung mga nagbe-belt chase. And yung pagka meron kang naka-roll na legit, tapos meron kang naka-roll sa ibang bansa, or meron taga ibang bansa nagpunta dito at naka-roll ka, iisipin niya ngayon, ito ba yung standards ng gym na to? Ito ba yung standards ng
Yes.
team na to? Naalala ko totally different scenario to. Totally different scenario. Hindi to si Cheeseburger Zark's Division. Merong gathering nun. Chismis to chismis. So allegedly, this could or could have not happened. Did or did not happen. So merong, syempre may mga bumibisita na ditong mga matataas na rank na mga jiu-jiteros, di ba? Tsaka jiu-jiteras. So ngayon, punta siya ngayon ng isang provincial chapter.
Yeah.
Tapos naka-roll niya yung mga tao doon. Tapos, parang syempre, this person, marami na siyang naikutang bansa eh. So, alam niya na more or less kung ano yung standard. Tsaka matagal na, veterano na rin tong black belt na to. So, after niya makaroll yung isang coach, sabi niya, sino nagbigay sa'yo ng ranking mo? Sino nagbigay sa'yo ng ranking mo? Kasi, parang hindi ka karapat dapat dyan sa ranking na yan. Parang you don't move like that. Parang sabi niya, so why are you, sabi niya, who promoted you to blank belt? You don't deserve it. You don't move like one. So kita nyo, mahirap ma-call out na ganon, di ba? Mahirap na di ba? Diba? So wag kayo magmadali. Ako nagsasabi sa inyo, wag kayo magmadali. Okay?
It's Parang,
Yes, that's very very true. This is very very true from from Professor
yes.
Monfortich. Okay, on the other side of things, I'm also very
Very
happy about this. There are a
exciting.
lot of black belts. A lot of people who deserve their black belts are now black belts, and it
Mhm.
only will uplift the community. And as much as may
Yes.
mga peke at may mga support, meron din talaga mga magagaling at very very deserving. Okay?
The most important,
Ngayon, may go Tito JC, tapusin mo yan.
sige,
May lag lang
sabihin ko
ako,
lang,
tapusin mo yan.
the most important, anong tawag dito, na goal ng lahat, I would like to believe is to uplift the community, paangatin yung level ng competition, yung level ng sport sa Pilipinas. I mean, the talent is there. Umaangat na, I mean, from, say, 20 years ago na ilan lang ang black belt to today na ang daming black belts na, I mean, who are winning abroad and locally, who are very much deserving ng kanilang mga belts. I mean, wag naman natin sayangin yung growth ng community by pulling it back to kung kung ano sa mas mababang level. I mean, we should all push everybody pataas. Ayun.
Tama yan, dapat pataas. And before we end the show, meron tayong latest development.
Mhm.
So ngayon, si yung nandiyan sa comment section kanina, di ba, hinamon pa yung isang coach ng suntukan, yung isa naman,
Mhm.
clearly, yung isa doon, inutangan niya yun. Tsaka ganun
Oh,
din, ang kwento rin dito, mag-aaya ng inuman, tapos tatakasan.
Mhm.
Tatakasan yung
Malala
mga
yun,
tao. Mag-aaya ng gimmick, inuman, tapos tatakasan yung mga tao. Ngayon, kaya we circle back to when you give promotions, kasi nga, promotions nyo yun eh, di ba?
Mhm.
Pangalan mo yun, eskwelahan mo yun,
Mhm.
di ba? Lineage mo yun. Yun ang pinaka-importante doon. Lineage mo yun. Wala na. As in, wala na. Lineage mo na yun. That's it. Pansit na yun. So ngayon, allegedly to, Tito JC, allegedly,
Mhm.
di natin alam kung totoo o hindi. Mga bubwit lang to.
Okay.
Mga nag-volunteer lang ng information to.
Mhm.
Sarili niyang team, sarili niyang affiliation na asar na sa kanya, Tito JC, tinanggal na daw siya.
Okay.
Daw.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
daw. Diba? Kasi
Okay.
parang raw medyo sabi ko sa iyo di ba? Pag masyadong
Mhm.
obvious yung modus mo, pag masyadong obvious yung modus mo, malalaman at malalaman ng tao 'yan.
Yeah.
Pag nalaman ng tao 'yan, pag-uusapan ka niyan. Kasi nga isipin niya, uy, parang ba't ganito yung lagi niyang ginagawa? Makakarating at makakarating yan sa teammates mo.
Yes.
Makakarating yan sa coaches mo. 'Di ba? So ngayon, pagka ganon, di ba, wala. Di ba? People will talk about it, and it's also, pangit din siya tignan sa school. Di ba?
Yes.
Pangit din.
Sobra.
Napaka-pangit siya. Bad reflection siya sa school mo. So ngayon, according to our reliable sources, allegedly, this person had a conversation with their coaches and their leaders.
Mhm.
Pero mukhang raw, Tito JC, pati raw sila sinascam eh. Pati raw sila nagsisinungaling pa rin daw eh. Parang hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyayari sa conversation na yun. Pero sabi nila, nagsisinungaling pa rin daw. So, napagdesisyonan na tanggalin na rin siya doon. Diba? So, na-kick out na siya sa kung ano. Ay, ewan ko na lang kung anong team patatanggap dito. Meron naman, may tatanggap pa rin dyan. Pero yun nga, di ba? Medyo, at least, fair warning. Tulad nung nangyari. I think this is the theme of this episode, no, Tito JC. This is fair warning for everyone. Diba? Mag-ingat tayo sa mga sasalihan nating promotions, MMA promotions. Mag-iingat din tayo sa ating mga kukuning estudyante.
Yes.
Mag-iingat din tayo sa mga schools kung saan tayo mag-e-enroll. Go back to the previous episode with Chief. He outlined what type of school you're supposed to enroll. I mean, the guidelines, what to look out for, diba? What to look into when it comes to choosing your schools and your academies. So I think this is a really good reinforcement to those reminders. Just like what Mariano Jones shared with us, these are some of the promotions that you should be looking out for. These are the promotions that are doing right with their fighters, and these are the organizations that's worth joining. So the same way with kasi hirap basa, hindi ko ito babasahin kasi syempre this is a conversation. So
Yeah.
ngayon, ang suggestion ng isa is bawiin daw yung rank niya. Pero para sa akin
I've
kasi
heard of that happen
di ko
before,
alam eh. Parang
pero
hindi ko pa ano eh.
parang may
Hindi ko pa
narinig
na
ako
ano eh, hindi
ganyan
ko pa
sa
na
ibang schools in abroad no? Pero parang sa Pilipinas, hindi ko pa na siya naririnig na nangyari na may na-demote. Has it ever happened locally?
'di
Parang
ba?
wala pa na narinig.
Ako ang alam ko as far as I know, wala pa akong naririnig na
Mm.
na-demote. Meron akong narinig, dinemote niya yung sarili niya. Pero I don't know, yung coach mismo kita nyo, ganito ka subjective yung jiu-jitsu promotions.
Mhm.
Touch move na
Mhm.
talaga siya. 'Di ba? Touch move siya, binigay mo, sa'yo yan, lineage ka
Mhm.
niyan, markado na yan. So pag lineage, 'di ba? 'Di ba, when you go to that website, what's that website? Black Belt Checker ba yun? Totoo ba yun?
Yeah.
Buhay pa ba yun, yung Black Belt Checker? People, comment section. Buhay pa ba yun, yung blackbeltchecker.com? 'Di ba pwede ka mag-check ng rank mo, may lineage yun eh, 'di ba? Forever nakatatak yung pangalan mo doon kasi ikaw nagbigay ng rank na yun. So again, everybody, please let's all be mindful of what's happening. Kasi feeling ko rin naman wala na eh. Walang parang wala eh. Touch move yun eh. Walang bawian yun eh. As
Oo.
in,
So if you believe,
parang,
so kung down the line you believe na ay nagkamali yata ako ng promote sa'yo, you don't deserve it, hindi mo na pwedeng bawiin.
wala,
What
hindi eh.
anong
Alam ko talaga hindi na eh.
anong remedyo doon if that's the case?
You
Wala.
make them earn it. That's the thing. You make them earn it. However,
Don't give them stripes
eh,
until they actually earn the belt, ganun.
Oo, dapat.
Mm.
Kaya for example, sa DefTac, I'm not sure with I'm not sure with other schools. Syempre, they have their own standards. But for DefTac, I
Yeah.
can definitely speak for the curriculum and the coaching. It's all about skill sets and application. Skill sets, development, and application. And then, tulad din nung sinabi ni Chief, di ba? You will receive the belt when you are off the belt. Di ba?
Yes.
Magiging blue belt ka pag blue belt ka na. So when you show the skills, di ba, when you already have the skills, you show it during training, drilling, practice, and sparring. Di ba? Pag blue belt level ka, hindi yung ibibigay sa iyo yung blue belt kasi papunta ka na doon. Hindi. You are already off the belt. Okay? So, Tito Pocholo, bigyan mo ako ng black belt, yung leather. Hindi, mas maganda pa yung mga leather belt dyan sa inyo, dyan sa UAE. Tignan mo ako. Dapat ako pasalubungan nyo. Yung mga nilalang dyan, di ba? Pero
yeah,
again,
I mean,
everybody,
I guess,
I hope this... Go, JC. Go.
Yeah.
Final words,
I guess,
JC, then ako.
Yeah, yung mga natutunan natin for tonight about the belting, yung mga sinabi ni Mariana Jones and everything, lalo na yung itong huling topic natin about yung getting promoted and stuff. Marami naman nagsasabi kanina din in the comment section na maths don't lie. For most of the other martial arts din naman ganyan eh. I mean, may nagkwento nga sa akin before na may nakatrain daw siya from another martial art na striking na nakasama niya in Muay Thai. They trained together. Supposedly, itong nakasama niya na galing sa ibang martial art is a black belt. Pero, dun sa tawag nito, sa pad work, makikita mo na parang wait lang, parang hindi naman black belt gumalaw tong tao na to. So, dun pa lang medyo nakikita mo na eh. May mali, may something. And then, come sparring sessions sa training, lalong lumabas. Kasi, how can you be a black belt of, say, a striking sport kung hindi ka marunong sumipa na maayos? doon pa lang nakita na. Sabi ko, paano kaya siya pala na tag dito, na promote into a black belt kung hindi siya marunong sumipa na maayos? Eh di, yun sabi nga rin nung nagkwento sa akin, may mga ibang martial arts nga na nabibili daw ang promotions, ang belts. Hindi ko alam kung talamak pa rin yun ngayon, pero this story was told to me 15 years ago. Na naalala ko pa rin ngayon because of this conversation that we're having right now, this topic that we have right now. Na kahit anong pasikat mo ng rank mo sa kung anong martial arts style mo, if your moves, pag pinakita mo yung galaw mo at hindi nakikita ng tao na you're at that rank, wala kang mapapaniwala talaga na you deserve that belt, na ang magiging duda parate is you probably bought that belt. Hindi mo siya pinaghirapan. Binayaran mo siya. It's very unfortunate na nangyayari siya.
Diba?
Ang sakit sa tenga makarinig ng
everybody,
ganun.
okay,
Kasi
tandaan nyo na. Tandaan nyo yan, earn your belts, people. Earn your belts. So far, latest development. But before that, shout out to Jade Semasio. Or Semakio.
Semasio.
Then, of course,
Grapplers.
Semasio. Okay? Diba? So, everybody, okay? Earn your belts, earn your ranks. Tsaka huwag kayo magmadali. I don't understand why people are in a rush to get promoted. Okay? Enjoy the journey. The entire meat of everything is in the journey. The flavor is in the journey. So it's all in the process. So enjoy the process, enjoy the time, 'di ba? It's okay magmadali, 'di ba? So far yun yung ano natin, tinanggal daw. Okay, tinanggal na daw siya sa team niya. So tignan natin kung saan siya lilipat at kung
subukan niya i-confirm yan bukas.
Dala-dala pa rin niya yung rank niya. 'Di ba? Tsaka kung meron bang tatanggap sa kanya, tsaka pag na ano nyo to, nasa comment section siya, okay? Nandun sa comment section niya. Nakita ko yung account niya doon eh. So ngayon, ano kayo, okay? Mag-iwasan na lang natin kasi scammer din daw to. Allegedly
Some people
scammer
claim
daw
na
to.
fake daw
Marami
yung account. I don't know.
Pwedeng fake, pwedeng hindi. Pero yun nga, iwasan na lang natin to. Or di natin alam kung kasi at sobrang dami. Tsaka yung mga tao, nakikita ko yung mga Facebook live nila, talagang binabanggit yung pangalan niya. Full name. Tapos, bukod sa post, Facebook live, video post, talaga sinasabi nila, inutangan sila ng ganito, tapos binlock daw sila, hindi na raw sila binayaran, tinatakasan sila. Okay, so again, as a human being, I do not understand the motivation of this person for doing the things that he's doing, pero maliit ang mundo, okay? Malalaman at malalaman yan, so itigil na lang. Di natin alam kung magbabago pa siya or may balak siya magbago. Sarili nga niyang timbang, hindi niya mabago-bago eh. Pero ang ano natin is iwasan na lang natin yung mga taong ganito, mag-iwas tayo sa scam. This is a good eye-opening episode. And Chester Lakian, what's up? And sana marami kayong napulot na aral. Nagtawanan tayo ng marami jokes were passed around, but before we end, please sana ma-realize nyo na this is a very important aspect of our lives. Training martial arts has a huge influence in our growth as a human being, our development as a human being. And sana okay, maging hudya, and we're very thankful. JC and I are very thankful that this has been a show that people are comfortable speaking their truths, 'di ba? May konting exposure, may konting laglagan, pero 'di ba? So ano natin 'yan. So at least it goes to show na people are very open to communicate in our platform. So everybody, thank you for keeping up with the lags on my end, and thank you for
banggitin na din pala natin
us.
yung for Sunday. We have
Oo, sinabi ko kanina, July
ah,
23, Pauwian number 3, Yaoyan Buhawi Gym. Okay, we will be there. The Titos of Fighting will be there to
yes.
do commentary. Very excited dyan.
Support natin itong event
Maraming
na to.
salamat. Mm. Maraming salamat, Master Ray, and to the entire Yaoyan Buhawi team for trusting us and having us over. So it's going to be the Titos of Fighting, me,
Yes.
the JC Reyes, Karl De Mesa, and the Sports Bin. Okay, Bin Cuevas is going to join
Sports
us.
bin is
The entire...
back in combat sports. Puro basketball siya and volleyball lately, pero syempre hindi niya pa rin nakakalimutan ang combat sports. Now, we are collaborating for this event.
So the Supreme Titos of Fighting are going to be there. So pupunta kami.
Yes.
We see you all sa Marikina on Sunday. That is going to be a very, very exciting event. 20 plus bouts na ata. Okay, pure
Ang
striking.
dami. Yaw
So this
yan,
is
kickboxing
going to be...
rules.
Oh, so non-stop na kickboxing. Yaoyan kickboxing action. Okay. So ayan, si Bernard. Yes, of course, Bernard. Yan. Waving. Can't waving. Okay. Everybody, okay? Hope you learned a lot from this episode.
Yes.
Make sure that you follow the Facebook page, Coach Franco Rulloda. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Coach Franco Rulloda. The JC Reyes, okay? The JC Reyes, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Hintayin natin yung YouTube. Okay? Para gagawa na rin siya ng mga broadcast niya doon at saka mga fight breakdowns.
Okay. Papromote ko rin pala on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we alam niyo naman na I mentioned this from time to time. I do another podcast called yung EMVN podcast or Edit My Videos Now podcast. That's why there's a logo behind my back, Edit My Videos Now. We have a series right now called Presyohan ng Edits. It's for people in the video editing industry. Actually, medyo applicable din naman to kahit paano sa mga tao na in the creatives industry, lalo na sa online space. And on Wednesday meron kaming upcoming episode for that one. Just check out yung EMVN podcast Facebook page for the live, and i-upload din naman yan on our Spotify and on our YouTube channels.
Yes! Ako
marami kayong matututunan din doon.
Ginagawa nila, JC. Kasi nag-edit din ako ng mga videos. Kaya nakikita nyo yung mga reels na ginagawa ko. Yan, pinaparod ko yung mga episodes nila, JC. And then, thank you so much to our guest. Thank you so much to Mariano Jones.
Yes.
Thank you for his
Thank you.
time and the courage and the bravery and the balls to actually say everything that he did. Okay, balikan nyo na lang. Replay nyo na lang kung ano mga pinagsasabi niya kanina.
Hindi na pwede ulitin yung sinabi niya.
This is, diba? Hopefully, this all will come to pass. We all learn from this experience. We all improve after these experiences, and people will know better. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. This is Coach Franco Rulloda. With me is JC Reyes. We will see you next week for another edition of Combat Sports Weekly Live. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. And